aim is the truest. You know I got soul and you know he a fighter. Call him the podcast piper, the smoothest of snipers. Red Dead Panda from the shadows, with a point of precision. The glue of the crew, an assassin with missions. And Nero the line, front line in the block. The shotgun of the truth, the podcast rock. Aim down sight, we don't miss. Aim down sight, we don't miss. Tune in on your Saturday night. You can't miss, you won't miss. If you aim down sight. Aim down sight. Oh, aim down sight. Yeah, go. Aim down sight, we don't miss. Aim down sight, we don't miss. Tune in on your Saturday night. You can't miss, you won't miss.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 50 of Aim Down Sights. Thank you for joining us. And we sadly do not have Soul this week. He has a whole heap of stuff going on in his personal life, so he's stepping back for a little bit. But wish him well. We're all wishing him well and wishing him the best. But yeah, we have the fantastic Demo Flow Gaming joining us this week, and I just want to say a big shout out to you. Love having you on the show, and love your takes and all the funny stuff you put on YouTube. Like, it makes my day when I see a new post up from you, just trashing people who are just stupid in our community. Yeah. And then I've got the one, the only, the next gen grifter, Nero here as per usual. But we're gonna do some intros, find out what everyone's been up to. Before I do that, I just want to say a big shout out to the chat and a big thank you to Lyric for that ADS song that is playing during our starting soon sequence.
Fire.
Super fire, super love it, and yeah, it's just awesome. All right, well, I'm going to throw to Demo first. What have you been up to? What have you been playing? And thank you so much for being here. Yeah.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me once again here. Another day here, another podcast with y'all, man. I love coming through and talking games with y'all. I love the energy that y'all keep in this podcast. It's always a lot of fun and good vibes overall. So I'm just happy to be here, man. And yo, that new track slapped. I was like rocking it, and I was like, oh shit. Like, oh my god, I was about to jump in and drop some bars. But yeah, man, thank you for having me. Yeah, I've been playing Doom, bro. Like that's what everybody's playing. I think it was Joey Kraken from Joey Honda now from WBG who posted like even Jesus Christ. Shout out to him too. He was playing Doom, which was crazy. Everybody was playing fucking Doom, and it's just like amazing to see, and it makes me happy that the game is hitting, and a lot of people are really enjoying the game. That's what I've been playing. I was playing Mortal Kombat earlier with my boy, which I left him, and I was like, oh shit, like I had to go do podcast. I'll be back, and we were planning on doing Gears 4, and we are gonna do Horde mode. Gears 4 tonight, and we're playing. We're gonna play together in co-op. So I'm looking forward to do that with the boys. And Sunday I'll probably just do some more Doom like everybody else. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. Shout out to chat. I see you down there, guys.
I feel like I've got a controversial opinion only because
On
I
Doom.
haven't actually touched Doom yet.
Oh
I'm
my
like probably
god.
the only one who has it.
Hey, get it
It's not
out of
because
here.
I don't want to. It's just I can't tear myself away from Expedition 33.
Oh, you still playing?
I finished it.
Mm.
It's my game of the year. It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
obsessed.
do believe like that's one of the big game of the year contenders. And for me personally, I'll put it up there. I'll be like, I think I already said it. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance is a big contender, and in my opinion, very underrated. Right? I think that
Definitely,
they
I
did
say that
an
for sure.
amazing job with that game. I know Nero
Mm,
loved it too. Damn, Expedition 33 just came out of nowhere, right? Like,
Hmm.
I mean, we were hyped for it. We've seen, like, the aesthetics of the game when they first revealed it. But now that we actually got the hands on, I have friends that are like diehard Mortal Kombat people who don't play nothing else but Mortal Kombat. Actually giving a shot to the game and getting into the game, you're like, oh my god, thank you for recommending. People have played with in the regular, and they just been enjoying the hell out of the game, and that's an amazing game. But I think we we already talked so much about it, right? Because we were so amazed by it. But yeah, I love that game, and I understand exactly. Because I mean, are you still doing things around, or you trying to
I'm
get
just
the second
um
ending? What are you trying to do?
I could get the second ending now if I want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm like level 81 on my characters. So I'm trying to get to level 99.
Ooh,
So I'm probably going to start New Game Plus.
yeah.
Uh, and then I was deciding maybe instead of starting Doom, I might just clear one game that I'm halfway through in my backlog and then move on to Doom. Because, like if I don't do it, it's not going to happen.
Right. And look, I'm gonna add here one more thing. Doom is a game that I like to play during the day. because this is
Mm.
what happens when I play Doom at night. I just can't sleep because it's like the music, the demons, the fire, the things going on is so hectic that you end up being like, wired
Yeah.
after the playing session, and you feel like, oh my god, I can't sleep now because I feel like, like this. I need to kill these demons. So that's just how I feel. So I try to play during the day,
Yeah.
and not too late at night. So that's one of the things that there's also like being an obstacle given my
Mm.
schedule, because I usually get out of work and it's already nighttime. And I also I don't want to mention this, but I was sick during the week. I was sick from Wednesday to Friday. That's when I woke up, and but I couldn't play. I had no strength. I had a stomach bug or something, and it was just terrible. But that's TMI. So Nero, what's up with you, bro?
Yeah, I'm happy you feeling better, bro. Appreciate
Yeah,
you
yeah,
being here.
thank you, man.
Man, I've been playing Doom as well, man. This joint is fire. Um, when I first started it, it definitely took me a couple chapters to really like get the gameplay, especially as you slowly get your guns and everything like that. As with every Doom, if you played them, but when it got going, man, it got going. It got its hooks in me. I love the set pieces. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I think I got like
Right.
5 chapters left. I'm gonna save it for the full review. But the people that's complaining, man, it's like, yo, get good, bro. Like this is another masterpiece. Like you can have your preference. You may prefer 2016 over Eternal or vice versa. I personally still right now I got Eternal right there, but that's because I'm including the two DLCs.
Mm.
Those two
Right.
LCs really brought the game together. Those are some of my most proud achievements on Xbox. So everybody that's bitching about this, I hope that they at least played the
Yeah.
prior games before they rush through this on
Right.
easy with all these accessibility. You ain't have the option to speed or slow the game down in Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope y'all beat those before you come over here complaining. But this has been
Yeah.
a fantastic experience. Another Game Pass banger. I love it. And on the other side, I've been playing Helldivers 2, fighting for Super Earth, man, fighting for democracy, man. It's a crazy event going on right now. If you have Helldivers 2 on PC or PlayStation, get your ass out there, fight for democracy. We need you. And also been playing some Claire Obscure Expedition. Um, I've been taking my time with that actually. Like I've been trying to explore a lot. Everybody be talking about they overpowered by the time they get to the end, and I'm like, I want that to be me too. Shit, I'm looking, I'm looking every nook and cranny, and I have bought it after I played it a bit in Game Pass. I loved it. I bought it on the Pro, so I started over. So I'm not to where I'm at on the Series X, but I've had a whole different experience because I changed my play style. Now that I knew, because I don't really play turn based. I don't really these like that JRPGs and shit. So I had to adjust how I was playing. And now I really appreciate the game even more than what I already was. Because I had got through Act One. I'm not gonna spoil it for those who know, but you know. So now now I want to spend all the time I can
Wait till you finish
with certain
Act
people.
2. Wait till
Yeah.
you finish Act 2 and then get to Act 3. Like,
Oh my God. Yeah. It
holy
gets
shit.
better. It gets better. I
The
promise you, bro.
story. All I'm going to say is SK is life, and he is the best character in that game.
I believe it.
I just love him so much. Um, oh,
Really
yeah,
fantastic game, man.
it is a really good game. Highly
Fire.
recommend.
And it's just been a good. Oh yeah, and the Moonlight, the Midnight Walk, the Midnight Walk. I wanted to highlight that. Um, I did a review for that as well. That is a dope little indie game. See, I didn't know
Mm,
it was only on PlayStation, but apparently it is. So if you have a PlayStation, go support the devs. I know you guys didn't really support Astrobot, even though that's a masterpiece. You guys didn't buy that. I can't even really say that because the sales don't reflect it nowadays. But I guess sales don't matter. But then they do matter to certain people. I don't know where the line is drawn at, but go cop that. Go support that, man. Really dope game. So it's
100%.
just been and the Precinct. I didn't play that yet, but that's one I put on the wish list. It looked really cool. I don't know if you
Mm,
guys seen that, but it's a lot of great games, man. You got the Elden Ring game coming. I pre-ordered that. That's coming on the 30th, I believe.
That's
Just
an
a lot of.
expansion, right?
You say what?
That's an expansion, right?
Yep. Little spinoff, little expansion spinoff. It's its own little
Oh, okay.
entity, little 3-player co-op joint.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, kind of like a roguelike type boss rush. It's unique and different, man. And I like Elden Ring, so being able to play with the homies without having to worry about being invaded every other minute is would be dope, man. But that being said, y'all ready to get into these quick topics, man? We got a lot to talk about, guys.
Yeah. I
Man,
was just
two
gonna say,
weeks
have
really
any of
worth
you
the
watched
news.
Andor season 2? Like all of it? If you're a Star Wars fan and you haven't watched it, you're missing out. I finished watching it last night, and I was like, "Damn it! I've just finished the story of Expedition 33." Which
Mm.
is a bit of a like emotional roller coaster, and then Andor is just a bit of a emotional roller coaster season 2 because you know exactly what it leads into with oh my god, Rogue One, and then so last night I was like, oh, I need to go to bed. I need to stop feeling things and go get some sleep. Yeah, it was good. It was
I
good.
have to check that out when I get back on Disney Plus eventually.
Yeah, I'm canceling my Disney Plus.
Yeah, see,
Oh
I
my
go
god.
through one at a time. Right now, I'm with HBO because of The Last of Us, which I'm gonna be honest. Yo, can we have y'all watch that? Can we have a convo about that? That's not
You
even
can
a
have a
topic.
convo. I haven't watched it
Have you?
yet. No.
You
I
haven't
don't
watched it,
know.
man? That shit kind of like Borderlands ass. Like I'm really mixed on it. Like it got good moment because I'm really a Last of Us fan.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And my complaints is not like really with what that certain crowd goes with, the go broke, that those type of people that just want to have those ignorant talking points. But just from a like actual fan perspective for the game, I
Mhm.
don't like some of the directions they've been going. They definitely should have recast Bella. She was good for the first season when she was younger, but she looked exactly the same way in the first season as a kid as she do is trying to be portrayed now as an adult. I don't really like that. A lot of the scenes is kind of like it was no need to do these scenes.
Yeah.
Just stay original to the game, man. Like some of the things they change, I do like, but then it's like it's
Yeah.
enough. That's like, man, what are we doing here? So, uh,
I heard that somebody in there was smashing buttons, and that's why everybody was got mad.
yeah, man, and it's like, yo, you in the apocalypse, dirty ass hands. What you got going on, bro? That shit was so unnecessary and forced, and it's like that's not how
Yeah.
it go in the game. They
Yeah.
Ellie was on get back time for Joel. She was the killer. Y'all trying to split half and half with Dina and fucking Ellie. It wasn't that way in the game. Ellie was, I'm a murder this month and her squad by any means. And
Yeah.
you is a liability. She told her you is a problem. You're pregnant. You're in the way. What is
Yeah.
this smashy, squishy opposite? Like that shit not it, bro. And I'm
Yeah.
mad because I've been subscribed to HBO Max and I feel like I've been wasting my bread with that shit.
You
So
definitely.
I definitely
Well,
been
how many
wasting
more
my bread.
episodes do they have? And they apparently got a season 3, but
I think
the
it's
viewership is tanking, right?
yeah,
Mm.
Right
as
now.
it should be. It
That's
got
really
it got some
sad.
highlights here and there, man. But just like overall, and it's sad because the first season was really really good. That's
Yeah.
the reason I didn't mind subbing for this season. The first season was really, really good, despite some of my complaints. Yeah, Ellie on that I'm daddy type shit. Like, no,
That
you
was so
not. Like,
fucking weird
they
because I know that that doesn't happen in the game.
that doesn't happen because it's like it's forcing this weird. Like, even though Ellie saying it as a joke, it's like even what happened right after. Like, it's just
Yeah.
it's
Like
strange. It's
her
like
It's cringe.
the
video.
whole point of me loving Last of Us is how grim that universe is. Is
Yeah.
that universe don't spare nobody. It's
Right.
grim. It's cold, and Ellie lost her innocent and pureness after Joel died. And the whole point of the second is to be on some killer demon time, man, by any means. It's like at this point, y'all should have just
She's
did.
just out for blood, yeah.
I'd rather had this. Why I was Team Ab. I was already Team Abby in the game, despite everybody hating Abby because I rock with
Right.
Abby.
Hey,
And y'all
I
making
actually
me Team
think
Abby in the show too. Shit, like, show
I
me her
like the
side.
Abby in the show. I feel like that was a good cast.
Yeah, I do
That
too.
chick's just cool.
I'd rather see her side right now. I'd rather see because my whole thing, what I wanted Neil to do with this show is to expand on Isaac, expand on the WLF, expand on the war
Yeah.
between them and the Seraphites. Because even though we get to see it in the game, we don't get to see as nearly as much as I wish. Like it's really left up to imagination. You got a lot of lore, a lot of notes, you got a lot of stuff, but it's not as deep as it can be. And I like
Yeah.
what they got going on with Isaac a bit, showing it, but it's like, man,
I'll be
y'all dropping the ball.
real honest. The
Let
reason
me
why I
fall
haven't
out
watched
more
it is Bella
season.
Ramsey. I just don't think she's a good fit for Ellie.
Not older Ellie. Like she was cool for younger Ellie. She wasn't a good fit for younger Ellie either. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
I'm saying comparative to what she's supposed to be portraying now, shit, she was a perfect cast damn near for the first season. But
Yeah.
now it's like you're supposed to be portraying her older now, a teen, a young adult. Like this is the exact same thing. Like, shout out to Jesse.
Jesse has to say.
Yeah, right, exactly, yo. The game adaptation cooking, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure goddamn Jesse got to say, but you know they gonna kill the father. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let that strong father be there. He gonna get his noodles if you play the game. I don't want to spoil it, man. But let's get into it, man.
I
All
just
right,
try
okay. I
to
just
stay
need to
away
put
from
this
television.
this one up because this is just funny.
Go.
Ali was double clicking Dina's mouse.
Oh my god. It's clicking all the buttons.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
I
double
mean, to
clicking
be
her
fair,
mouse is
like,
crazy
no,
with dirty apocalypse hands. By the way, she just that
Okay.
same arm she got bit
For those
on.
that
Yeah.
Nah, hold on, because now I gotta go into details, man. That same arm she got bit on.
this isn't for children. Do not join this
You're
and
right.
watch this show for
Please.
No.
children.
That same
That
arm she got bit on is the arm she was using to click that mouse. I'm like, yo, they is so sick. I'm like, they ain't worried about no cordyceps. I'm like, they ain't worried about nothing. They just
hey man, like, some people just go getters like that, man. I'm just trying to say, I just try to stay away from television. These days,
yeah,
like it's really like
get more
I'd
entertainment.
rather play a game because it's like literally trash. A lot of the stuff that they're putting out. I like more like something like Alone. That's what I've been watching in my downtime when I'm going to bed or something before bed. I'm watching the new season. They did one in Australia, which was very interesting that I watched. Surviving in Tanzania Island or something. I don't know.
I
One of
feel like
those. Yeah,
Alone. There was an episode of there was Alone. I don't know if it was the Alone Australia one. Did one in New Zealand
I don't know. Oh, they have
at
one in
one
New
point.
Zealand. That's
Well,
crazy. I want to
they've
see.
done
Yo,
Australia, and I feel like they did part where they actually brought people over from there to do it in New Zealand, and it was
the
interesting.
chat
One of
going
those
crazy, man.
shows, one of those shows that they do that, someone got deported from New Zealand because they
Oh my
ate
god.
one of our native birds who is protected, um,
Ooh.
and instead of giving them $100,000 fine, they deported them and
I
said, "You're not."
mean, like, if they're gonna give me $100,000 fine, they might as well send me back to Cuba because I ain't got shit to pay. I ain't got a
Yeah, so
hotel
they
like
were like,
that.
it doesn't seem
Yeah,
fair. We'll just send you out of the country.
yeah. Put me on a
Mm.
payment plan. I'd rather stay here. I'd rather stay.
But
Put me one of those
I'll
plans.
stay.
Yeah, but I try to stay away from television. I just rather play video games. I watch television when I have no choice, and my girl be like, "Yo, yeah, y'all need to spend some time with me or whatever." Oh, okay, whatever.
Imagine catching
Yeah, your
Let's do
lady
that.
definitely had
Yeah.
for
Boy,
sure.
like I don't go out on my way to get subscriptions. Matter of fact, if you're going to cancel Disney Plus, do it now because it's a pain in the neck to cancel. Like I went through, like you have to jump through so many hoops to cancel that membership. It's disgusting, bro.
Well, they've
Disgusting.
just finished Andor, so I can cancel it now. I was waiting for Andor to finish. Yeah, so I'm canceling it.
No, cancel it now, and they don't care if they cancel it now. You didn't get to watch. I would just cancel it. Like, trust me, my experience with it is like trash, straight up,
It's
I
crazy,
really
don't
man.
bad.
blame you.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah. Well, let's get into some of this news, man. We got
Hell yeah.
plenty to discuss, man. First piece is one of my favorite pieces of news to drop over the last couple of weeks, and I hope it's true. Grand Theft Auto 4 port may be coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S this fall, according to an insider. You always got to take that with a grain of salt, but some of these insiders be on point. Other times they don't. But I feel like this makes sense. I feel like if you're gonna drop even an
Mhm.
update for Red Dead or anything you got, drop that now because nobody's gonna be getting off of GTA 6 to go play GTA 4 remastered. Really, no matter how
Yeah.
good it is. So if you got that, that's why I'm hoping this. Where some smoke and some fire. I'm hoping this is true. Um, that would be awesome. GTA 4 is one of my favorites, man. I love Nico Bellic. I love the
Yeah.
story.
Well,
This absolute banger. I like it more than 5.
aren't they rumored to be doing Red Dead for current gen, like a version for it? I feel like they are.
Yep. Yep. That was another topic, but we put together. So they
Sorry, I'm just
saying,
putting together
no, you good. That's
the same company, so I was
same
like,
company.
Yeah.
Bring it together. Yeah. So apparently it's a Series X and S and PS5 update coming to Red Dead 2, and apparently a Switch 2 port. I hope that's true as well, man. We'll see what they charge, man. But You know, with them doing Mafia for 50, maybe they'll do these for 50. You know, they got to get their money. And Rockstar usually go above and beyond when they update shit. But then again, the
Yeah.
GTA 5 current gen update wasn't too crazy, so we'll see, man. They about to rake in so much money with GTA 6, man. You don't need to go ahead and rob everybody leading up to it. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
I'm excited for both, man. I'm excited for both. I love four. Definitely four is a must have. Period. If that come out for
Mm,
sure.
I'm
Y'all got
excited.
anything to add?
I'm gonna jump in real quick. I like four. I think the best part about four was the DLC. I
Mm.
love the balance of the Gay Tony and what was the other one, the Lost and Damned.
Lost damn, yep.
Bro, that was so fire. I really, really, really enjoyed the expansions, even more than the actual game. I think Nico Bellic was a really underrated character in
Mm.
the franchise, and I would love for them to bring him back in a better, in a newer state, if you will, like with the upgraded graphics and all of this. But given their track record that they had, like especially with like what they did with the San Andreas.
GTA
Oh
Trilogy.
my God, which was like, San Andreas to me is the best out of all of them. Like, there's no in my opinion, there's no competition. That game had it all when it first came out, and they didn't didn't it's gonna give birth to a clicker baby.
Yo, that is crazy, man. That's why I said chat been on one today, man. Like,
Yeah. What about it? What if the
yo,
baby comes out and he's a zombie because she got infected because she got finger blasted with the wrong
that'll
hand?
set up
They picked it
that'll set up
up.
a season four.
100%.
Yo, imagine if that's how they make
That would
they
slap. That
the
would actually
baby.
would be like a great idea. That
Yo,
would be really cool.
That's
if the if
season
the
three.
I'll
We
baby
just
is
watch.
don't
new.
I'll
know.
watch. I'll watch. If that happens, I'll watch. Let me know, Nero. I'll
Yeah,
watch.
I got you. I got you. Like,
You'll be
But
like, that'll be
anyway,
worth
crazy.
watching.
holy
Yo,
shit. What?
and the next episode about to be all flashbacks. I don't want to watch that shit. I ain't want to play that shit in the game for real. Like once they killed Joel, I was like, man, don't rub this shit in. Make me go back to the museum and shit.
Oh my
Sitting in the
goodness.
damn spaceship, man, after just smashing his face
Hi,
in.
hi, hi.
Hi, Becca. Welcome,
Masterful
welcome.
storytelling. Shout out
Hey.
Neil Druckmann.
That's
So,
right.
It's good, Becca.
about GTA 4, it would be great if they make it. I don't know how much they would charge. I mean, it's Rockstar. They will probably gonna charge you I would say they will charge you the $70 for it at least,
Nah,
probably.
man.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah, I think so. I
Think
think
so?
so. Yeah, I think so. But I mean, I wouldn't be. I would buy it if it was like something like I don't know, like what they did with Oblivion, like
I'm
on that
thinking 50.
scale.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking
what I'm
50.
thinking.
I
Only
feel like
because
this
Mafia
being
2 is 50 as well. I feel like
Yeah,
you don't need to. I
Oblivion was
feel,
50, Clear
yeah.
yeah.
Obscura's 50.
I
They're getting
think
a
they
lot of
would do
sales of their
50.
$50.
I think if they
I
release
think
that 70, they done lost their goddamn minds. You think I'm paying 70 for that and then
Sub Galveston.
paying 80 or 90 for 60 in a few more months after?
no. My
Welcome.
problem is who in the hell is gonna play GTA 4 when we got the new GTA coming out?
Right.
Like they better release it like now, like yesterday, if they
Hmm.
want people to play it. Because once people start playing the new GTA, nobody's gonna go back to play that game, bro. Straight
Nah,
up,
definitely.
I just say.
Yeah.
Especially young kids don't care about
Well,
retro
it'll
games
be
or regular.
released this year, right? Because GTA
Yeah.
6 is delayed. So
Yeah, that might be they later they later
that is
end of the
the
year.
game that everyone's going to go back and have some fun with just until
No.
Just
GTA
give me
6.
60 in Red Dead, man. That'd be something I work towards a platinum with for. Like they
60
games
FPS
is
would
yeah,
be fantastic.
just give me 60. All they gotta do is unlock the frames. The X, the S, everything can handle it right now. You don't even gotta that's
No.
still one of the most beautiful games I've played, period.
Yeah, well, I'm
Unlock the
still
frames.
making my play through that game, Red Dead Redemption 2, and I am loving it. I didn't give it a much of a chance when I first started it, and I kind of
Mhm.
put it down and never went back, and then I've been playing it again. Um,
Such a
I
good
actually thought the game was bigger than it really was. I thought the
game.
map was, and then I went in and I was like, actually, the map isn't as big as I thought it was.
Yeah.
This game doesn't
Big,
feel as
but it's feasible.
daunting as I thought it
Yeah.
was going to be. Because yeah,
And then
it's
what's
so good,
inside the map is so dope. It's so jam
so
packed and
good.
so unique and lived
Yeah.
in. Like, see, I'm a sucker for Rockstar games. Period, yo. Like my GTA San Andreas on the PS2 was my introduction to like that type of scale game. You know what I'm
What's up,
saying? So
Priest?
that shit go for me. I've been there every step of the way, and it's like if it's any company, that's why it's like if it's any company that can charge and do what they want as far as the price, it's them. Because until this day, throughout my whole lifetime, ain't no other who put out anything to rival San Andreas yet. They ain't even put out nothing to really rival San Andreas for real.
Yeah.
Because I think 5 is a step back from San Andreas and definitely even 4. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal taste. But
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
to highlight this real quick because I want to highlight every time we get a game within this price range. Mafia, the old country, is priced at $49.99. They pretty much said they think that a large audience for compelling stories that don't require massive time commitments. They're excited to offer a game like Mafia into their portfolio and provide a linear, highly polished narrative experience that can easily complement the other more persistent games our players love and engage with on a more consistent basis. And for me, I absolutely love that because I love Mafia, all of them. 2 is my favorite. I love 1. What I love about those games is they pretty much linear and they are story and get to the point. I like 3, but I can see why people had their complaints about 3. You know, you go on that big, huge open world and overly relying on that. No, go back to your roots. Go back to what made me love your franchise to begin with. And for this $50 price tag, take my money. I won't complain about it. I'm
There's a song called
excited.
Roots or by 660, which is a New Zealand band, and it's like don't forget don't forget your roots. And I'm just like 100%, 100%. Yeah. Are you excited for the price tag on this demo? Yeah.
Am I excited about what?
The price tag in relation to Mafia Old Country, because they're no longer. It's not going to be fully priced at like $70.
I think they're doing the right thing. I think that's what they're doing. I tried the one that is on Game Pass. What is it? The remaster?
Definitive
The
one.
yeah, the definitive edition, and it was amazing, bro. Like for what I played, it was really good. I need to continue to play. Now that you mention it, now you're talking about it, makes me want to go back and play it. But it's one of those games that you play, and if you don't continue to play that game and that game only, and you lose track of the story, and it's like, bro, like
Loses its
you know,
impact.
you
Yeah.
gotta keep up with so many. That's this one why I don't really watch TV because I keep up with many stories at the same time, lore from here and there. And I'm getting older now. My mind is like, yo, give me a rest. Like this is crazy. And but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking that one out. And Razor, yeah, I'm here, bro. What's up? What the fuck are you doing here, though? What are you doing here? Same thing, spanking ponies.
He's here because we love him. He's here because we love him. I think it's the
Thank you.
right move as well. I think the sale that is for all 3 in the trilogy right now, buy it if you haven't, and then play this when it comes out. Like we've got so many games that are so expensive, and then you get them, and then you play them, and you're like, it's not worth the price tag. And so I feel like it's good to see that there's a company going, we feel like this is what people want around a story-driven game where you're not going to put hundreds upon hundreds of hours in. Here's a little bit of like this is how much you're going to pay to experience this. And I think pricing is extremely important, and we're looking at pricing in the market at the moment, and there's so many complaints from consumers about it, just like the lack of reality the publishers have around pricing the games and what people can actually afford and the ROI, because the return on investment is really important. And in order to do that, you kind of have to price your game at a point where it's
That's
just
why I
actually
think
affordable for the consumer. Yeah. Hi,
Rockstar
try
got
hard.
what's good. Try hard. Rockstar got the potential to do the funniest shit ever and price GTA 6 at $59.99. And I don't think they would,
You
but if they
doing
did,
that.
that would absolutely rock the industry and smack everybody in their face. And
Do you know how
because
many sales
the
they would have?
reason they can do that is because what you just said, don't nobody sell like they can. They can still rake in billions from having it at that price. That pretty much guarantees that everybody who have a Series XS or PS5 is gonna go get your game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The
So
attachment rate is going to be insane.
it's gonna be absolutely insane,
I,
historic.
I,
Yeah.
I want to add to that that the budget for GTA 6 is insane.
Yeah,
So I don't see
Million,
him
right?
lowering
Five
the
hundred million
price
at
tag.
least.
It would be nice though. I would love for them to do it, but yeah, like this is like yeah,
Well,
they
they're going to
gonna
make
charge.
their money off GTA Online, right?
Oh
That's where they're going
yes,
to make majority of their money.
What
they
if they
also
sell
want
that
to
shit as
sell.
two separate entities though? Like right now, because GTA 6 Online probably gonna come a year or two later down the road. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I'm saying is, what if they
And
do
then
a?
they're just going to be milking the shit out of every consumer that
It'll be interesting. I don't see it happening. Like I said, it's probably gonna be 70, maybe even more. But that would be dope if they did do that. But Kingdom Come Deliverance has sold, the first game has sold over 10 million copies, with KCD 2 selling 3 million copies in 3 months, man. So good for them. Love to see it.
well
KCD
done.
as a franchise, absolute masterpiece. Both games. Uh, we was just talking about that earlier. I know Demo loved it. I'm loving it. Still got to finish it. It's a lot of good content there, and it just got some DLC announced. Congratulations to them, and got to
I picked
clap
up
my
the
hands.
first one,
Oh,
so I've got
okay.
to play the first one
Well, the
before I
first one
touch
is
the
really good
second one.
too.
Yeah.
All of them, yep, all of them, all of them are good.
Really good games, and also Claire Expedition has crossed 2 million copies sold within the first 2 weeks, man. So congratulations to them as well. I think I seen somewhere where they're projected to sell 10 million copies or something like that, and hopefully they do, man. I don't
After
know.
I
If it's, go ahead.
was gonna say after finishing the game, um, and knowing the story, I'm now way more intrigued about what they're gonna do with the live action version, which
Hmm.
I think is meant to be a movie. And I'm also curious to see what they do if they do a sequel to this,
Hmm.
as to how they would do that. And I can't say anything further than that
Yeah.
because spoilers, like
Yeah.
the game
Hey,
is like full of things where you could just spoil everything so easily.
yeah.
But 2 million copies, I hope it continues to go beyond that because it
Definitely.
definitely deserves all the
Way
flowers.
more.
It's such a
That
good game.
game, what that's one of the most, I mean, depressive and beautiful stories that I ever witnessed in video games. And I didn't mind the depressing part because even though it was depressing, it sort of like made me happy too to play it. Like characters like
Mm.
Eski, they just make you laugh. It just makes you like, I don't know,
I
whoever
like
did
feeling
that,
something
that
in my
voice
video games.
character, whoever voiced that character and the characters too, bro,
Yeah,
they were nuts. They were nuts. It was really, really, really well done. The combat is so engaging. The
The
new mechanic,
music.
music is
yeah, God,
banging.
Oh, the
It's straight
music.
up banging, bro. Like that opera, and then you get metal, and then
At
another
the end, yes, I was insane. I was like, what is
and
this?
another time you get like techno, and some other times you get
Yeah,
like a
electric,
little
yeah.
like Afrobeat. Like what the hell is going on with the music? And like
When you go
they
to the
really,
casino,
yeah,
and it's just like jazz music in a way. It's like the thing, but done in a jazz style. I was like,
yeah, they go with the theme. It's crazy. It's
oh,
crazy.
beautiful.
Crazy, crazy game.
definitely a
Yeah.
fantastic game, man.
Hmm.
Oh,
A lot of
so
good
good.
games, man. This year alone, man.
Oh,
Just
really
this
good.
first half has been
Tomorrow
fantastic.
comes. That's all I'm gonna
Everybody's really
say.
good.
Tomorrow comes.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh,
Tomorrow
so
comes.
good.
That's right. That line is crazy. Now
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy based on the like the context and the world that they're living in. Saying that is crazy.
Well, I haven't felt so enthralled by a story or the and also connected to the characters like I the last game
Right.
I was that close with would be have been Mass Effect, the Mass Effect
Hmm.
trilogy. This has
Right.
been so impactful on that level, and I was like, it's
Yep.
very rare that you find a game that hits like that. And
I even care
I
about
can't
the
believe
ones.
30 developers
Yeah,
made this game.
That's
incredible.
crazy. I feel like the main reason why people got so impacted by the story is just like, bro, like the acting is next level, and the way that they work their characters to make them feel like they were actually, have emotion in their faces while they were doing all of this, and it just, bro, it was crazy. It was actually intense. I mean,
Um,
it was
the
very.
when you're building your relationship status with all the characters, and
I didn't
like
care for that part too
one
much.
one of the characters, I was like, this can't get any worse. This can't get any worse. And then they kept
Yeah,
talking, and it kept getting worse. And I'm like, I was like, I'm in tears right now. It was just
yeah.
so emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, I
So good.
like that to an extent, but then I felt like it made me like being camped for too long, and I sort of just want to go out there and have fun.
Yeah.
I think that slowed down, but I feel like that was a good thing too because like you want the game to have some variety, right? I just felt like I didn't care that much. I didn't want to get to know him like that because I mean it goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and you don't really want to start feeling some type of way for these people because it's really, really, really intense. But that's just me. Maybe more people wanted to get deeper and cry and shit, but I'm good. I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah, man. I like to feel something when I play my video games. Not every game got to make me have any type of emotions and stuff,
I
but
was
when
yeah.
when I do get those video games where I feel attachment or care about the cast around me and feel impacted when they leave, like a Mass Effect, that was a good game series to bring up, Panda. I think it's really dope, man. I think what they did here was just lightning in the bottle. I'll be there for the live action movie show, whatever it is.
Hmm.
Happy I
Well,
supported them,
did
and
you watch the little bit around the behind the scenes of the making of the game,
I
which
did not.
showed you what the game looked like when it was in first development? That they kind of made this sort of trailer thing to take out to people to get funding and
Uh,
support.
do you
Um,
guys know where the first seen this at? Because I wasn't it at an Xbox show, if I'm not
no,
mistaken. I might be wrong. I'm trying to think where the
no,
first time.
this was a different one.
No, I'm
This is
saying
a
the first time I ever seen this game because I'm because
Yeah.
oh
this
yeah,
had a
last
few
year
on
at
the
the Xbox
yeah.
showcase, this was where it first showed.
Okay, the only reason I'm bringing that up because this game just really came out of nowhere. You seen that at the showcase, you didn't really hear anything else, and then boom, it drops, and it's just so
Yeah.
wonderful, man. Like
Well,
that's I love that for them.
the person who did the writing for this had never written for a video game.
Mm,
She was doing some random like job that doesn't even like equate to writing, and she did the writing for this, and I was just like, damn,
Wow.
if you
Pretty
wrote
good.
something like this, what? Wow, like, and you've never written anything like that in your life, damn.
Yeah. She
yeah,
out there.
I agree with Try Hard, man. This is up there with some of the goats uh, as far as the characters, man. I definitely will say it's up there.
Yeah.
Games where I care about the characters to me is unique. I like camp because it's like if you're gonna make me sit with these people and this cast for hours and hours in the game, it's like can I at least care about them or grow a connection with them, make it easier to get through the game.
Well, the guy who composed the music was found on SoundCloud. Like, insane,
Yeah,
Yeah.
insane. Oh, so good. Whoever and those who they ended up partnering with to do the publishing helped them get all
Hmm.
the quality voice actors that they got.
I don't know.
They did that because I was watching the behind the scenes and I was like, damn, they had some quality in there around
yeah,
the voice actors. It was so good. But
love to see it, man.
I was at a party last night. We all three of us were like talking about our decision and the final decision in the game, trying to figure out who made the right choice
Mm,
and which one was the right choice. So I'm kind of interested to see what the live action one makes, what ending is canon.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I'm curious. And
But
then, yeah,
I would like
can't
to
say
say
anything about that.
that is funny that when they make the movie, I mean, I'm not looking forward to people criticizing what they're going to go with because at the end of the day, you have to play the game and know how it
Yeah,
ends
yeah.
and which one are they gonna pick. So I mean, it will hurt my heart if they criticize them for taking a decision that most of the people didn't agree with. Because I mean, we had to like spoil the hell out of this game to pull out a poll and be like, which way you go with, right?
yeah,
And which one
Mm.
you think is correct. And I mean, it's
it's
impossible
no
to
right
do it
answer.
now.
It's
I
only
don't.
And
I
it
mean,
is not fair to
with the
people that are
choices.
gonna play the game later on. So I mean, if they make the movie, they're not gonna ask around what would people rather see. But at the end of the day, it's their choice. So I mean, whatever they go with, I'm gonna respect it. But
Oh
I'm going
yeah.
to watch the movie for sure. I mean,
I
it's really
think
cool.
we were having a very in depth conversation about it, and both of us, like all three of us, were like, no matter how you look at it, everyone loses in the end. Like, so there's no winners in
No
whichever
worries.
decision you make.
Yeah. Without
Yeah,
spoiling it, I think we should move
without
on from
spoiling it. Yeah,
33
that's
because
all. I'll stop talking.
we're gonna start
Mm,
spoiling. So
Oh, so good, so
yeah,
good, so good.
really is.
Um, yeah.
yeah, man. So I wanted to highlight just another game dropped in Game Pass recently. Revenge of the Savage Planet. Reviews is looking pretty good across the board, man. I think it's at a 80 on Metacritic, 81 on OpenCritic. Uh, got too much to play right now. I probably won't touch it, but
Yeah. You
it's
played
just
the
another
first
game.
one? You played the
I did.
first one?
Nope.
Oh my god, the first one, bruh, y'all gotta play that. Well, drop whatever else you're playing, grab you a homie, and play the first one, bro. And take me later. Take me
Mm.
later, because that game is dope. And the second one, I haven't tried it out yet, but I will eventually get to it because I love the first one, and I'm planning on keep playing the first one and the second one because I'm not done with the first one yet. But pretty good games. Go check it out, guys. Really good. Really fun, really funny games. You want to play something funny, and you want to like get lit and have a night of laugh, like do pick that game up and do it with that. Yeah, that's a good one for that.
All right. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster is already the third best-selling title of 2025 after just 1 week in the market. The U.S. sales. Uh, hey man, I love to see that. Good for them. Fix that damn performance.
Yeah, I have a
I would have just put just they could have put this in the exact same engine as Skyrim, just updated the visuals to Skyrim quality, and you would have had. I would have been happy with that.
you wouldn't have the same visuals. I have a friend. He has a PC as well, and he tried to pick it up. He has, I think, a 2070 Super, something like that. I mean, it's not really the last thing in computers. So he played the beginning of the game perfectly, and when he went outside to the open world, then his thing was struggling like heavily. He had to return the game. I don't know how he was trying. He's not I don't know, he's not that trustworthy with with the way he run his games in the PC. But
Mm,
anyway, it also has like a 1080p card. He was trying to run it on a 1440p monitor, which is very questionable, right? That card
yeah,
right there is a 1080p card at best, right? And he was playing on a 1440p monitor, which I come on, bro. You know what you got. Don't be silly. It's just like picking up a Series S and thinking that you're gonna play at 4K. Come on, it's not
right,
gonna
right.
happen.
Yeah, man,
It's
have
not going
realistic
to happen.
standards, man. I
Yeah,
think I played a bit on Xbox, and I've been mostly playing on the Pro. I think it runs pretty. It's all right. It's just do
yeah,
got those stutters, those UE5 like deep stutters that drop
yeah.
below the VR window. I say it seemed like it was more on the Pro than what I felt on the Series X. Maybe that's because I've been playing more over there, but either way, it's just like get that straightened out, man. Because you got stuff like Avowed, UE5 running flawless.
Right.
Figure it out, or at least if you gonna be, I don't know, man, because like at that point you can't even do a 40 hertz mode because it's the engine, it's that unoptimization, those deep stutters, man. But
Yeah. It's
yeah, man.
at the same time is using Unreal Engine 5, which is
Hmm.
new tech on an old piece of hardware too. People need to understand that you have to upgrade your stuff, and it's not only the graphic card, you have to upgrade everything, bro. Like you cannot just upgrade one thing and neglect
This is
the
all
rest.
around though. It ain't just the low. It's all around because I think I
Yeah,
watched Digital Foundry. Like even the high end, they was having still had like those just deep
yeah.
UE5 stutters, just the stuttering,
I'm
and
gonna
that's one
tell you
thing I hate.
something,
I can
Nero.
deal with
The
frames dropping and
way
shit, but them
Yeah, but
stutters.
I'm gonna tell you something. The way the Digital Foundry test these games, they try to run these games, uh, I don't know, at 4K and all that, like with the high resolution. Turn off DLSS. Like that's not how you run things anymore, dude. Like that's like 2010. That's it. That's just gone. You have to put that DLSS in there. You have to put that FSR in there because that technology is what really comes with the car. That's an actual technology that makes the car stronger. So they're not making the cars more powerful, right? PC cars more powerful in raw power. They're making it more powerful in software power, but to compensate the weight and the size of these things. As you seen the 4090, it's like bigger than life. That thing is larger than life. It's like the size of a car. It's huge. It's the size of a full size keyboard, literally. So they need to use the nanotechnology to make these things smaller and utilize software to compensate so that these things aren't huge, right? Otherwise, we'll have we'll be stuck with like like I don't know, like a big ass thing here, that we keep in the house. Our computers would be like this big. Anyways, I feel like these are fun things. People who test all these things, they're not really playing,
I will say that.
like that. It's just like they just trying to, get the power out of the thing and push it to the limits. Which,
I will say this though, right? Despite the stutters, like that shit is so fucking beautiful. Like
oh
that
hell
is
yeah,
one of the best. Like every time I'm out
I
there,
don't
whether
care,
it's
bro.
raining and sunny, a cave outside, like just all around, it's absolutely stunning. And
Yeah,
like I said, it's there, but I don't think it's nothing they can't iron out. And
yeah,
this was stuff I feel like probably they could have just nobody knew about it. This probably could have waited a little longer just to iron those problems out. Because I kind of put it down for a bit. I said, well, I'll come back to it. Let me focus on Claire. Doom just dropped, and I know it's a beefy game, but and I know it'll consume me, man. Because if I immerse myself in Oblivion, bro, I'm not playing nothing else. I'm like, let me go clear
in
some of the
here.
big games and shit. But man, it's just a beautiful game, man.
What
Gorgeous.
I think,
Yeah,
It was good.
regardless of their what they did around reviewing it and then talking about some of the limitations or some of the issues that they noticed with the UE5 implementation of it, people don't care.
yeah,
People honestly don't care. The game was beloved back then. People want to play it in the better visuals. Yes, for the most part, they'll run into it and be like, oh, okay, whatever. But then they'll get past the section and it's back up to running the way it should be. Like, I've run into it and I was like, does it ruin my gameplay experience? No way, shape, or form. Because Oblivion by itself is such a fantastic game. When has
Yeah.
Bethesda games not had jank? Like this
right.
just doesn't make. And we always know that there's always like stuttering and issues with UE5 in general, and it's built into their engine as a whole. Um, yeah, it's just interesting. I think some people, like for them, for content, they just want to investigate and look into what caused it. And for some part of it is going, here's these issues. Don't know if you're aware of it, fix it. But for others, there is this engagement farming that they want to do to get clicks and looking at this.
Hmm.
Um, and if we just focus on the negatives, then you're not focusing on what made that game great in the first place. It's just frustrating to see. Some
Yeah.
games definitely need it, but Oblivion, is it going to ruin anything? No.
No,
They're
it's
just
not. It's not.
sensationalizing the issue and making and just getting views out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah. But I also think is there's worth them fixing and ironing it out though at the same time.
Yes, which is what
'Cause like I said,
they
it's,
need
it's,
to
it's
do.
not like super crazy, but it is noticeable, especially when you on horseback in the open world. That shit kind of tank, and I think it tanks everywhere. But
Yep.
like me, I played Skyrim on a PS3 and 360. I never gave a fuck about what the frames was. It was probably times where
Yeah.
I was fighting dragons. That shit was 10, 15, 13 frames. I didn't care. Just like this, I get over it. But iron that out would be nice because I
Yeah, I
bought it.
think
Fix that
for
shit.
for Digital Foundry, like they will go to the devs and give that information and go, here's these issues, patch it. But for transparency reasons, they don't just want to go, it's all rainbows and sunshine. So here's the reality of what we've noticed during the time.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think for them, they are testing on multiple systems
I just
and trying
recently
to see
became
what
a supporter.
stress it.
I just recently became a supporter of UE5. Like it took Hellblade. I'm trying to think. I'm forgetting something else.
Yes,
Vow,
it did.
Expedition, the finals. It took
Yep.
certain UE5 games for me to see and be like, okay, this is when the engine is when it's used right and it's optimized.
Gears.
Yeah, Gears as well. But when it's optimized right, it's a great engine. But when people don't optimize it, it can be hell, And it's like, come on, the trade offs don't really be like kind of negative. But I feel like Oblivion lays in more to like it just looks so beautiful that I can kind of look over some of it. But it's good to see that it's selling well, it's doing well. People who love Oblivion is there, and yeah, try hard. Another one, it's RoboCop. Thank you, bro. Yo, this is why
Yeah.
I love this guy, man. RoboCop is another one where I was like, okay, see, it took an indie dev to make a UE5 game run smooth. That was the first thing I said when I played that. Because prior to that, a lot of these Unreal Engine games, this gen has been like really optimized, especially on the console front. So
Mm,
Hmm.
it's
100%.
been
100%.
Yeah.
Disappointing to see.
The game is dope, bro.
Yeah,
Regardless of whether it runs good or bad, whatever, like people are gonna get over
Fantastic.
and they're gonna keep playing because that's what we do when we like something. It is what it is.
the modders are gonna mod the game anyway.
Oh
They're gonna
yeah.
they're gonna make their own improvements. You know they are.
Yep.
You know the gamers are cooked when you see them criticizing something like Oblivion remake. You see them criticizing Doom. You see them even criticizing Expedition 33. So what the fuck are we doing? Why are we even listening to these dumbasses? Like it's just I
Well,
mean I'm
that and
saying.
then there's no criticism for
I mean, I'm not gonna
other
say
other games.
that you can criticize something. In fact, I think we should, but do it
Mm.
positively, do it in a constructive way, so that you can help the developers, you know, and the game to get better. Just don't do it like you know this game is ass. Like okay, got asked for what? Like what's the reasoning? Also, if you say that something is fucked up, like what is your recommendation for them to fix it? Like you're not doing nothing. All you're doing is screaming like a little, and nothing. You're not helping. You're not being productive. So get the hell out of here. That's it. It's simple.
Yeah,
That's
100%,
all. Yeah.
100%.
All right, and we also got Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is now the highest grossing title for Activision and Xbox. It's good for them. I ain't really care too much about it, but it's really the first COD under them, right?
Yeah, it's their first COD under them. But I've just been enjoying Warzone actually over Black Ops 6, to be
Yeah, I've
fair.
been hearing a lot of people say Warzone been in a good state lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been real
They
good.
added casual Warzone. What is it like that? They put you, they
They
throw in
put
some,
bots
they
as
put
well.
bots
I've
in
been
there.
playing casual as well.
You playing casual? Nah, I don't really play casual like that, but yeah, I'll play it, man. I don't care. I think it's great that they added a mode for people who are not really looking for that, you know,
High
crazy challenge,
intensity.
sweaty match, you know. And I think every player should have a place, you know, in every game, based on you know their skill level, and every game should have like an entry level type mode that people can just go ahead and join, get used to the mechanics, so they can then go ahead and climb the ranks, right? I think Call of Duty is gonna Call of Duty. It's going to be popular. Look, it happens every year. I've been following Call of Duty for years, and it's the same thing. It's the cycle goes. Call of Duty releases, everybody's hype. Seven,
Mm.
6 months happen, everybody's doom and gloom. Uh,
Well,
Call of Duty
we
gets
know that
announced in June,
all
August,
of
or summer, or E3. Everybody gets hype. Call
You
of
know,
Duty
it's
beta.
funny.
Everybody's this is the best Call of
yeah,
Duty.
This man
Call
is
of Duty drop.
absolutely right.
Same
so
shit.
true. Every year, it's the best
Because
one, and
I'm,
then
I'm not because look, I've been on the outside watching it demo, and exactly what you said is
That's
facts.
how it is.
But since it came to Game Pass, I'm one of the dudes on the inside now as well. Like I seen it, I played it, I was hyped for it, and then a couple months later, I'm like, nah, this shit ass.
Yeah,
Skill
because
based matchmaking, the
so
balancing, just
sweaty.
simple
It's just
things.
you
But
don't
like,
horrible.
get bored. And you know why? What happened with Call of Duty? Okay, here's what happened. When you got a new game and you start playing the game anew, right? And you're brand new to the game, just like everybody else. Everybody's in the same, basically, skill level. You don't know the mechanics. You don't know the exploits. You don't know slide canceling. What is the most effective way on doing it? You don't know the corners. You don't know the maps. Everybody's lost, right? So everybody's on the same level, right? Field. So when months pass, there's some players who are gonna dedicate themselves to be more hardcore, more into it, and go into the deeper into detail on how to play the game and learn how to play
More
the game
guns
later.
unlocked. Yep.
Okay, now these characters are gonna be called sweats. So if you bought Call of Duty and you didn't buy it the first week, when you go and buy it in January, you're getting screwed up. Like it's not, the players that you're facing are not the same players that we encounter day one. Everybody's like faster, better. Practice is practice. And then what happened is the further we go into the game, the further people are gonna get weeded out, you know, based on skill, and you know, only like those players who not the more skillful players, but the more I would say the more relentless players who continue to play, who like the one, okay, I'm gonna get better no matter what. I'm gonna keep sweating until I climb the ranks and become who I want to be in this game. And that's you know when we are right now, these players are insane. So when you jump in there in Warzone, you're getting sniped. So automatically, what people call it, oh, he hacked. Well, you know, hold on. hey, give me a second. Some people hack, but there's some people out there who do some crazy shots. Cause I've done some crazy shot myself. I see Nero do some crazy shit too, and he's not cheating. I'm not cheating. We're cool. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just like it's crazy.
Mm.
It's
Facts.
crazy. It's like I don't know. Look, Mortal
He's a very
Kombat,
proud gamer.
for example, and I'm gonna go over this real quick. At the beginning of the game release, everybody was happy, right? A week into the game, they discovered that Cyrax was the best cameo. Everybody started using cameo. Everybody hated the game. They removed Cyrax. People who were exploiting Cyrax hated the game and quit because they weren't having it so easy anymore. Other players stay and they kept on complaining about this character stronger, this character weaker, and it's just like, oh, come on, bro, just play the damn game. Don't blame other people on your shortcomings. Blame it on yourself, and that's the only reason. That's the only way that you can
So
get
you
better.
saying get
That's the
good?
only way. Get
Yeah,
good,
get
yeah,
good.
for
It's
everybody.
hard though. Like you are right, 100%. Like if you don't play it from day one, like if you don't unlock all this like attachments you need for guns and those sort of things, you're already at a disadvantage when you join in later on. Um, but for me, going from Halo, where you actually have a longer time to kill and a chance to do more reversals, and then
Oh,
playing into Call of Duty is just like it's a night and day difference. And it just, if you're not used to that, it's very humbling, which is why I've been enjoying Warzone because putting on the plates and increasing that time to kill makes me feel more like I'm playing not just Fortnite but also playing Halo in that regard, where you've got a bit more
more
time before you
room.
get your ass handed to
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
All right, that's good though. But Halo is brutal too. Like,
Oh,
don't get
Halo
me
is
don't
so
get
brutal.
if you're a noob and you jump into Halo right now and you try to do some multiplayer. I promise you, you're gonna get slapped.
I can't even.
You're
I
gonna
Yeah.
get
got it. I got in some Halo the other night. I had to set up. I had to set up in my chair. I said, "Hold up."
You Halo,
yeah.
you can't even play casual now. You have to be like on your best game of your life in order to do well in that. Fucking love Halo though.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So new updates, fire. The new
yeah, yeah.
shotgun with the hammer. Oh my god. That's like,
Yes. But it's so hard for me now. Like I can't even get into a multiplayer match. The only way I can play now is in customs. Like where I
right.
am, based
Because
on the
your
servers.
zone
If I
sucks.
go to American servers,
Well,
looking at
thanks
a
thank
ping rate of
PlayStation.
150 and more, and it's like awful.
You gotta thank PlayStation because I mean they actually have like a bunch of freaking consoles that way on your zone that they literally dominate that side. So it's hard for Xbox to even have a presence there where you are right now.
No, not in New Zealand and Australia ways. They don't dominate. There it's pretty even. I feel. Yeah.
Really? No.
Yeah. There's obviously more of them, PlayStation gamers, but it's not as I guess polarizing as what like Europe would be. Europe is like 5-1 PlayStations, yeah, versus Xbox.
But I feel
Insane.
like you guys are so far away. You should come a little closer. Like I don't know, like move a little,
Just move the
like let's move
continents.
the continent. Yeah, yeah, bring it a little
Yeah, yeah,
closer.
just do that.
Get together. Let's play some Halo.
Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Let's
no,
fix it.
yeah, let's fix it.
Oh, so good, so good.
Yeah. So we also got some other good sales, man. Split Fiction has sold 4 million, considered a hugely successful game from EA. Yeah, and don't
That's
lay
a
nobody
$50
off
game,
EA.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, another $50 game, man. It's a lot of success in that price range, man. Because when you reasonable people, if you make a good game, people is gonna support it. But when you make a good game and you make it reasonably priced, the chances of your support goes through the roof. And these
Yeah,
sales have proven it. Whether it's Clear Expedition doing really well, now we got Split Fiction doing really good. Um, Even the Mafia pre-orders is said to be really good as well so
but
far.
you look at Split Fiction, right? That's 4 million copies sold. That doesn't include people who didn't buy the game through Friend Pass. So they're going to
Mm,
have a lot more people playing that game than just the 4 million copies sold.
right.
It's also one of the most, I guess, fun games that you will play this year if you want to just have fun. It's
Yeah.
so good for that. Yeah, yeah. And that's
Viral.
also being made into like a movie as well. And I was like, I don't know how they're going to do that either. It's going to be interesting.
That game went viral. That in my opinion, is probably gonna take the game of the year award based on Keely's statements that he done on Twitter. He's very excited about this game, so he might get the Roman Reigns pooch. That's what I call it. But I mean, I'm not even mad because the game is extremely popular. I heard
Rib
nothing but good
day.
things about it. It's really well done for what I've seen. It looks fun. Yo, what day, my boy? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. My man.
I love his new icon. It makes it like when you're just looking at it
Yeah,
small, I'm like, when did he create a Lego character of
yeah.
himself? But it's not quite a Lego character, but it looks really cool. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I
It's
like
cool.
it, man. It's a good web, Dave.
It looks like a Funko Pop almost.
Right.
I want an SK Funko Pop, and apparently they're making SK plushies,
Woo, that's gonna
and
be fire.
I'm going to be buying one definitely. And apparently they're also going to do like a lifestyle one. I was like, that thing's going to be so big, it won't fit in anyone's house. It'll be as big as the PS5 original when it first came out.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, I agree, Farkey. $50 is a sweet spot. For me, I'm more likely to buy something day one at that price or just give something a chance. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
50 not the same. That's 70. 70 hurts. 70 hurt. Even though it's only 20 more dollars, it's like, bro, 20 more dollars. Like literally on Steam, that's like I picked up like 6 games for $18 not too long ago.
But like
So it's like, come on.
as well, like $70. When I hear a game that's $70, and I have to remind myself that's USA dollars, because
Right.
that would be like 120, 130 New Zealand dollars. And so it's always interesting because I'm used to buying games at like $100 and then adding an extra 30. Some of them are even $40 more than what I'm used
Crazy.
to. So it's always insane just looking at those prices.
I also
Yeah.
feel like games that are like $70 get more scrutiny than those games that are $50. But I mean, and that's right because it's like, okay, you're charging me more, so I'm expecting, the best. I'm not. Yeah, it's just a $70 game, so I'm
Well,
expecting
Spider
something
Cube,
more.
right?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm always going to bring that up. Was that game worth $70 with the bugs that it had in it? No. If it was fully polished,
It was fully polished when I played and beat it, and it was pro enhanced. That shit still wasn't worth 70, and I paid 40 for it.
there you
I,
go.
I'm thinking I should have got it for 10 less than what I paid.
Hmm,
and
that's
So for the
that's
that's
people
the
crazy.
thing
who,
is,
to each their own
your
though.
consumers are looking at a price tag and going, "Is it really worth it?" For me, like Clear Obscure, I'd buy like twice. I think that game
Yeah,
is so worth it.
yeah. I wouldn't
Yeah,
buy it twice though. I'll buy it
No, yeah,
once.
I bought it once. I
yeah.
played it
I've
in
already
Game Pass,
I've
liked
played
it,
it through Game
bought it.
Pass. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
buy it
support them.
Yeah, yeah.
now. But
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely. I'll probably keep that game before the leaves Game Pass. I'll probably pick it up. But it's
yeah.
like it's an instant classic. That game is a classic. Like ain't nobody gonna like we always come out like just understand this chat. We always gonna be talking about Expedition 33 in high regards, and they'll probably like
For the
clear.
next 10 years.
They will probably will never be able to outdo themselves. This is probably it.
Mm.
It'll be extremely hard for them to like top it. I'm just saying because
Yep.
that's how good it is right now. It's crazy. If they do it, hats off. But
I mean, I wasn't sure about was it Hazelight Studios with outdoing It Takes Two, but they did with Split Fiction. And I was like, how do you do that? But they just like turned the like craziness
yeah,
up to like 11.
nah, bro, they're on
Yeah.
another level too. They're on another level when it comes to like co-op like that, like split screen
Oh,
and things like that. Like yeah, nah, they're on another level.
goodness,
They
they
demonstrated
are
that with Take Two. It takes two, and then also now with a split fiction, like it's a fact. Like you
yeah,
can't deny that. You can't deny it. Yeah,
hundred
really good.
percent, 100%. All right. Um,
We got the next Battlefield confirmed to launch before March 2026.
Hmm.
Uh, and I think that I've been seeing people saying that it's going to be having a campaign. They're bringing that back, so I love that. Um,
Yeah,
hope that is true. Uh,
yeah.
with the
I'm
campaign
excited
and
for
everything like that,
Battlefield.
and
The
the
campaign.
gameplay I've been seeing look really good. Right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, you're good. The campaign is inspired a little bit on Dead Space.
Mm.
So
Oh
interesting.
shit, I love that. So hold on,
Yeah.
what they cooking up over there? Okay,
I don't feel always cook. Trust me, bro. It's a game that I always buy, and yeah. I know that lunches suck. Battlefield 4 lunch was terrible. 2042, right? Lunch really
yeah,
sucked, but now if you go play, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty fun. I actually enjoyed the game though. It's just like I didn't keep playing like I used to play Battlefield. Like you go back, I used to have. I mean, from Battlefield 3, we used to have a battle log or something. They will tell you all the stats and all that. Like you find me, you go ahead and look demo flow. The hours and the kills that I had on each. I had 10,000 kills with one weapon, another 10 with another. Like I was wilding out on Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. Those were like my golden days. That was my prime, like Michael Jordan, 1995. But I don't know. He never grabbed me the way he did, back in the day. Like he hasn't yet. So I'm waiting for this game to actually grab me because this is a modern setting, right? That it's just like, it's just like Ghost. And for what I seen, I was actually looking to that a helicopter gameplay, and it looked crazy. It looked crazy good. Great destruction. I think they're bringing back Levolution, which is one of the things that I actually like. Yeah, the game is gonna be dope, man. It's just gonna have its issues because paired with the game, it's a game that has a lot of sauce in it, a lot of condiments, a lot of like a lot of actual physics and a lot of realism. So I believe that they actually gonna have a shady launch, but they will like probably bring it back and try to I don't know, continue to work on the game and make it better. That's just how Battlefield is. But I'm getting it, day one, just because it's just like one of my favorite things. It's just like whatever to me. I don't mind getting it because I know I'm gonna be playing the hell out of it, whether it's good or bad. It's just one of those. You just know that you got your boys, Battlefield boys from back in the day. They're like, oh shit, like you seen Battlefield? Like we're gonna get on the clan getting back together, all of that. It's just like fun times. I can't wait to you go ahead and enjoy that game. It'll be great to see it.
yeah,
It'll be great to see Battlefield shine again. It'll be great to see Battlefield give Call of Duty and the FPS genre in general competition that they needed. Teach a couple of things or two, uh, and just it'll make gaming better, in my opinion.
definitely. I'll be there day one. Uh, Also, EA has also confirmed finally some good news from EA, man. This is why I had to put this in there, man. I be trying to pick and
Love
choose
that.
I
Love
try
it.
to put a little bit
Finally.
of good with a little bit of the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to give us something to congratulate when it's worth congratulating. And this may come back to bite me soon. But EA has confirmed it has no plans to raise the price of its games, even as the likes of Microsoft and Nintendo jumps to 80. Man, I hope they don't jump up no time soon because I like Madden. I'm not trying to pay 80 for Madden in college football. Playing 70s already, highway robbery. But we all got our addictions, in gaming. So
I mean, I think after the way some of their games have performed, they can't knowingly put it up because people are looking at their games going, you aren't supplying quality, and until you get back to what made you good, we're not going to pay the $70 price point or the $80 price point. I think they need to start knocking their games down to 60 or 50
yeah,
Oh,
until they earn trust back. People don't want to spend that money on those games. They're going to wait for EA Play games to come in through Game Pass. That's what I'm waiting for. There's no reason for me to buy a game day one
right.
when it comes out and I hear the reviews and I hear what the complaints are and things like that. Yes, some of it's quite positive, but I'm like, I'm going
Yeah.
to wait.
yep,
I feel early access is a beautiful thing. I think, like, if you are a developer and you're not sure, like, bro, just go early access, man. Just keep the game out for $20. Have people try it out, work with the community closely with them, listen to what they want, and that's how Baldur's Gate 3 was built. That's how like the big games get built like that. RuneScape, they just early access, $20. Game is empty right now. Come back in 3 years while we work in the game. When they drop it and it's $50, I already bought it. I'm ahead of the pack. And by the time that it's done, I can keep on trying the new updates and see how to, help the developers work, and get better with the game. I feel like early access is the shit, man. Uh, I don't know if Nero likes it, but I do like it.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it hell yeah. I mean, it just for me, it's a case by case
Better.
basis. Like 9 times out of 10, I get it on, especially when Xbox do it with Game Pass. That's one of the best perks with it. Being able to get a game a few days early. My thing is whenever it's more than just like 2 or 3 days, or it just depending on the game, I'm all for it. Early access is dope.
No, but I'm not
Uh,
actually talking about early access in the sense that they're not,
You mean
like
like
they're
game
not
preview?
ready. Yeah, like game preview, exactly. That's what I
oh,
call it
okay,
here.
okay,
Early
okay,
access, like they did with Towerborn, is
okay, okay.
early access.
Which
So
Yeah,
I
see,
feel,
see, I'm mixed on that. I do, but it's only like so much I'm gonna do because I still like getting rewarded for
yeah,
my
of
shit,
course,
whether it's achievements, trophies, and shit like that. But
right,
Towerborn is one of the ones that's eat though for sure.
yeah,
A lot of it really depends on just the backlog and shit too, bro. Like what are all of my played at the moment? There's so many great games.
yeah. It's hard. It's hard to get into a new game now, right? And that's what these
Yeah,
games are struggling now because everybody got their games that they're constantly playing, and it's hard for them to like get out of that
yeah,
game to pick up a new game at $70. Like, okay, shit. You making me jump too many hurdles just to to get to your game. So I mean, there's that.
yeah,
yeah, yeah, I agree. I do think that's fantastic, EA. It's sad that we have to have them come out and say we're not increasing our game prices. They will most likely in next gen,
Come on, man.
in like a year or 2 years' time. But I think for now, until the generation ends, because that's my opinion, is I just think a lot of them are going to stick it out to the end of the gen, and then once the new gen comes out, they're going to push it.
yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's like they can do that, right? And all the good luck to them. Wish them the best. But like me as a consumer and as a gamer, knowing my backlog and what I have in front of me and what my circle of rotation of games are and how I buy games on sale and just continuously add, like I do have a limit. Like these, you can go ahead and increase your games to 80. That's just I'm just one less person that's going to be there buying it, and I'm not the only one. People
Yeah, you're
have
not
a
going to be
limit.
there day
You
one.
can go ahead and increase PS Plus and Game Pass to a certain amount if you want to. I won't be. I have enough games in my backlog and
Hmm.
shit that I continue to buy once I get in on the PC gaming. Demo tell me all the time, $18 for 5, 6 games. That sound like a good deal to me. Want to see more of this Xbox handheld? It's just too many great games, man. A budget gamer is a smart gamer. You know what I'm saying? You shop smart. This is really the first time in a long time where I've been buying games full price, and that's because the ones I have spent full price on, I have no complaints doing so. Like I feel like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, that was
Oh
worth
yeah,
the full price. That's a great game. Monster
easy.
Hunter Wilds, I'm not mad at spending the full price on that. Games like Clair Obscure, even the things like Elden Ring for $40. Like this is the first time I'm really buying games day one. But it's if you respect my wallet, respect my dollars, give me good, give me what's worth it. It's like
Yeah,
I mentioned it earlier, but Helldivers 2, to me, is just a masterpiece. That's definitely one of the highlights of this gen for me. I'm just struck every time I play it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a $40 game is what I tell myself every time I play this and meet people in the community and go to game chat, add people, become friends, link like that. That's what I love about gaming and multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's all about. So when we get dope experiences, I have no problem supporting that, getting a $10 war bond or whatever you want to do, grinding. But you gotta respect people's time, man. When you come with shit like Concord and I'm rooting for Marathon, we're gonna talk about more for that. Look like it's going down the drain, but when you respect people time and money, man, then people gonna respect you and your product. And,
yeah,
and women lie, men lie, numbers don't, man.
yeah.
Good games do well,
I agree with you one
unless
hundred
it's
percent.
Astrobot. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I'm just saying that because everything. It's not my game of the year for that year, but I understand why it was a lot of people games of the year. That is so they got one with that. Like that shit is heat. But for people to champion all these sales and then that attach rate don't be adding up sometimes. It's just support good games, man.
Yeah.
Support good games.
I mean, that when you're talking about good games and you're saying support good games, what Forza Horizon 5? Just
Oh
quick
yeah,
news.
they have been
Sold one
supporting
point
that.
yeah 1.4 million units as of now from what we've got sold on the PS5 in less than 2 weeks,
Ooh,
which is fantastic.
oh shit.
Love to see
I'm
it.
it's great. It's great to see that. And for those who are downplaying that and complaining about, 77 million what consoles sold, I think it's more like shipped, versus 1.4 million around its attachment rate. It's actually surprising to hear people complaining about that, considering like other games on that platform that are first party haven't have struggled to hit those numbers as well.
I just feel like a lot of times it's really dumb. Like even with me saying Astrobot, I throw that in there like as a joke only because of the narratives a lot of the hardcore people from that community is putting out over the years. But people got to realize a lot of gamers are like what we just said. A lot of us are budget shoppers. That's why a lot of games sell really good lifetime sales over time, over Black Friday sales, over holiday sales. Like even Astrobot now, I'm pretty sure it's picking up like hell on certain sales when it's 30, $40 versus paying 60.
Yeah.
Somebody who want to take a chance on Astrobot as a platformer but don't buy those games don't want to spend 60 on that day one, but they might see it for 30 or 40 and buy it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Even people who don't like JRPGs and still don't want to try Claire, they might see that for 20, the deluxe edition for 30 one day and be like, okay, I mean shit, let me grab this and see what all the hype is about.
And then they'll be so wrong
You
because
know?
it's just so good. So good.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
happy to see Forza doing good because Playground Games, they deserve all that success and all the
And
money and everything they rake in with it.
you've got to think around it like
Forza's amazing.
for the sales there. They made their money off PC and console already. So any additional money around like that they put into port it, it's just more money that they're just getting. It's like just more
Yeah.
like that's
right.
all it is. It's a 5-year-old game almost, and so all they're doing with that 1.4 million sales is just
Yeah,
profit.
I don't really. Hopefully,
Rather.
it go and go to supporting and not just the bullshit that we gonna get in after this topic. But I look at it like just more gamers, man. More gamers get their hands on it. Like it's cool they getting more profit and shit like that.
It's a
I salute that.
Trojan horse where we're going to see when they announce Forza Horizon 6. How many people are going to want that?
Yeah.
Demo, anything you want to add about Forza Horizon 5 sales on the PlayStation?
Oh shit, go play it. Like
Yes.
whether you want a PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever the hell you want, whatever the hell Forza is, go ahead and get it because this is an amazing game. I'm not even into races like that, but I always like every time that my boys or people who play Forza ask me to play with them, and I play, it's just such a joy, right? Because it's like, okay, I'm not
100%.
into this because I used to love driving, and Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 4 for me were like huge because I
Hmm.
used to play them a lot. But like it got to the point that like, okay, I drive a lot actually for work back in the day, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play driving games. I want to do something else,
Fair
but
point.
that huh? So what?
I said fair point.
Yeah. It's just like, something that I didn't, but he says really enjoyable. If you really like graphics and shit like that, and you like cars, and definitely go ahead and play it. Pick it up if you like it. And I mean, you can never go wrong with Forza. They always put in work, and they always do it right. So the fact that they sold a million over there, uh, it's a 5-year-old game pretty much.
Hmm.
That a lot of people already play in the Xbox, and already play on the PC, already play in the cloud everywhere, and it's still selling. So that right there tells you this game is pretty good, and it will continue to sell. And the next Forza is probably gonna sell even more if they continue to do such a great job, right? Because they can also fumble the bag, like it can happen. But if they continue the great job that they've been doing, I expect nothing less from Forza. In fact, a lot of people are saying that we're gonna get to see a new Forza here in June, in the June showcase.
I hope
That'd
So,
be so awesome, man.
so
I
I
hope
mean,
so.
the really spicy part on this is like, is this going to PlayStation day and date?
I think it
Because
will after P sales. How can you turn down another 1 million? If 1 million people bought Forza Horizon 5, you damn sure better believe that another million is gonna buy six, depending on what
right,
that shit is,
but
even
let
70 or 80.
Right, I agree. People are gonna buy it, no, regardless. But what if they don't, dude? Like no one knows. This is in the limbo right now, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what if they don't? Like, how people in the PS5 gonna feel if they just got an old game? They pay full price for an old game, and then Xbox dudes and PC dudes and cloud people get a brand new game for the same price in a couple after a
Hey,
couple of months. That
hey,
that that would like really break my balls, bro.
Yeah,
you know
that would
what?
be that would be
That would
funny.
I'm
really,
gonna
That
sound
would be
that
gonna
would
funny.
be
sound
really
like
painful.
an asshole in this opinion, but like, how many times has PlayStation kept games off Xbox by money
Oh
having them,
yeah,
and then
I'm
later
not.
on we
Yeah,
get to do it. So I'm just like, it would suck, but I mean, like, the shoe's on the other foot if
right,
that's the case. And I feel like for them to realize that exclusivity and time exclusives and all of that are a bad thing, they kind of need to be on the other side of it. Um, so they can't. Yeah, it's the only way they're going to learn. Is when
Look,
shit happens to them because
I agree
they
a
don't
hundred
learn any
percent.
other way.
And
Which is kind of sad. I wish they would learn every other way to kind of understand where the industry's going. Um, it may release day and date, and I think that would be fine. I don't have an issue with it. But if it doesn't, then they're in the
right,
same boat. They're
right.
getting what happened to them, or what
Mm.
Xbox gamers have experienced for years. Now they're getting it. Yeah,
I'll feel like if Xbox do this, I mean,
it'll be a
they
bit of
a
a
lot of
change, right?
people are gonna hate it. People are gonna
Yep.
hate it. But
I
I
agree.
think the right move for Xbox would be to release it, of course, everywhere. I think
Yeah.
that it would be a great move for Forza as well to make it even bigger than it already is. Same thing goes for every other multiplayer game that Xbox has. Yeah, the single player games they can keep some of them like South of Midnight, maybe even About. But in my opinion, all the games that are multiplayer should be multi-platform. The same, I would say, it goes for Helldivers. I feel like Helldivers would have make 4, 5, 10 times the money if it was everywhere, dude. Do you imagine if Helldivers had released everywhere, how much money they would make? Sony and Arrowhead, that would have
I'm
go hard.
yeah.
That would have been crazy. They
Look,
focus.
I would love for them to do this whole checkers and not chess thing where they drop Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation and then turn around and give us six and make them wait. I would absolutely love that. But I gotta agree with that. I think they're just like pretty much third party now. The sales is reflective of that. You can drop that in Game Pass day one, feed your home, let PC get it, PC Game Pass, and then drop it on PlayStation day one and have them pay full price for it. I think that's a win-win for Microsoft because, like I said, I think Microsoft my bad. Microsoft as a publisher is bigger than Xbox as a console manufacturer right now.
Right, of
Like
course.
they are huge right now in the publisher front. They got so many games to the point where they can afford to put things everywhere and give games away. You know, and I
Right,
think that's the vision at this point. You know, I do
right,
wish from a just a Xbox fan as a person that got screwed over from those same timed exclusives that Panda was mentioning. I mean, goddamn, I wish they would do some cool shit like that. I wish
mm,
everything they've been dropping, they would keep it over there just to have your own identity and make PlayStation compete. Because when you give them things like a Horizon or things like a Halo and Gears, like that's just one less thing they got to make. And as you can see, they struggle to make those things. You know, with the Concords and the so it's
right,
like it's now from for them it's a mutual thing. You know, Sony you get extra revenue from Xbox games being over there. Xbox you get hella revenue from your games being over there. Gamers everyone game and get more. So it's really a win-win all around. But where it do stings is like in those backdoor deals where Xbox fans who strictly game on the Xbox console get games, money had it off our platform, and then turn around and give these motherfuckers anything. You know, that shit, I can see why people would be frustrated with that. But at that point, like Demo, we done said it so many times. At that point, what the fuck is you gonna do? Keep crying
right.
or you can tap?
Yeah,
I
it is
went
what
at
it is.
Fox
I think
said
this.
they embracing going everywhere. I said, why the fuck would I limit myself to one thing? I'm gonna embrace everywhere too. Get the
Right,
pro. I go get
I think there's
a I
a
get a
high likelihood of multiplayer games going day and date and single player games going time to release until they're ready
right.
to go day and date everywhere every time. Yeah,
But
which I
at the
feel like is
same
going to be their
time,
strategy for the next gen.
I do believe that Xbox is gonna continue to keep some shit exclusive, bro. Don't sleep on that. And
Yeah,
everybody's thinking that I feel like some people are getting it twisted and they think Xbox and Phil Spencer and Sadia and all these people are sweet and this is what they want to do. They want to hold hands with PlayStation and help them out along the way. They see the situation that they're in right now and they are like, okay, you know what I mean, kicking what they're down. You know, that's what they do. They say we're gonna outspend them, spend them out of business. This is what they're doing. They're publishing so many games that the Sony PlayStation games are getting overshadowed by Xbox games. And it's just like painful to see that Sony has no answer to this. The
yeah.
one answer that they have is Marathon, and we'll get into the next topic right now, whenever you guys want. But I mean, it's not looking very nice. Um, yeah, Gears is. I mean, to be fair, Gears
Yeah,
is the
that's
20.
that's kind of how I look at it. Like I kind of look at it like once you
Yeah,
let go key shit like Forza and Gears and the potential Halos, like if those aren't safe, the core foundation of what Xbox is as a brand, especially to me, then it's like, then what the fuck is you keeping new shit here for? You might as well just let it go, rake in the benefits. If that can, fund these studios to keep getting games, and the budget, the extra
Well,
money that they making from Forza 5, those extra resources can go into making Forza 6 even better than what it could have potentially been. I'm all for that. You know
I
what I'm
still
saying?
think Gears One Reloaded should have been the Marcus Phoenix collection that was rumored.
Yeah, that's what
All
it should
three
have been. I'm
games.
gonna
It
be
should have been all
honest.
three
Yeah,
games.
definitely.
Well,
I agree,
Yeah.
'why?
100%.
Why? Like
Well,
everybody,
just the
hold
beautiful
on.
story of it. The
I
beautiful
mean,
Everybody
I
story.
wants
personally like two more than because one is the shortest campaign. I like the
right.
campaigns of Gears. Like
But
two
like
and three is
who
longer.
does
So
three games and sell it to you as one game? Like only Xbox did that with Master Chief Collection, and I mean times
Well,
have changed now. We got
Mass
PlayStation
Effect
here
was Mass
selling you
Effect
The Last of
Legendary.
Us three times in the same generation. So what makes you think that Xbox is gonna go ahead and give you three games for $50? Like,
They're not going to.
of
But
course not. Come on, guys. Come on. It's
no,
2025 now. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna drip fed these games because they need a cadence for these studios. I mean, it's this year is
that and
Gears.
they want to
The next year is
build
Gears
hype.
2. The next is Gears 3. Then it's Gears 4 Reloaded or Remastered or Remake or whatever. Then there's Gears 5. And it's the cycle continues, you know? And they're going to continue to produce new games as well because all of this goes hands in hand. And now they mastered the remaster, right? Because now they understand that they can do all these things with Unreal Engine now, like they did with Oblivion, right? And they can do
Yeah.
like a bunch of crazy shit now with the older games that they already have.
You can just
So
overlay it over the
yeah,
top of the original
so
engine. Yeah.
in my opinion, if you waited 20 years to play Gears, like, I mean, what can I say? Come
Some
on,
people
it's
didn't play it
crazy.
at all, even with the definitive edition that they did. What did they call it? I can't even remember. Ultimate edition, sorry.
Ultimate Edition, yeah.
Some people didn't even play it then, but I
well,
feel like
I
I think it
mean,
would have been worth it for the. I mean, because you only charging for. I don't got no problem with them doing Gears One, especially for $40. If you don't got it in Game Pass and you got to pay, like that's a steal. Like that's a great deal.
oh
I
yeah.
just think for it to be what it is graphically compared, it don't look like they super overly hard. I feel like you could have just brought all of those up to
well,
date
they
and,
didn't
and
need
charge
to because
60
they'd
or
already
70.
had Ultimate there. So,
No, I'm saying for 2 and 3 though.
2 and 3,
Yeah, 2 and 3 is
they
stuck in the
definitely need,
past.
especially I feel like
Yeah.
number two.
Those need. That's the thing too. Them are like one had a recent remaster. The other ones just kind of just stuck back there on the
Yeah.
360 version. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
enhancements and shit though. Don't get me wrong. You got the 1x 4K native enhancements, and then you got FPS boost. So it's kind of in a way is. But I'm saying like as a full
I mean,
updated UE game, that would have been dope.
they literally gave it to you for free. Like if you own the game, it's free. Like this is not for Xbox.
Yeah.
Only if you
This
own
is
the
for
digital version
PlayStation
of the
to
game.
get introduced to the franchise. That's literally what this is. It.
It is. It's preparing
What
for Gears E Day, right?
maybe for E-Day, but what if E-Day doesn't go on PlayStation Day One, and they're stuck with the original Gears? You eat Gears.
You'll be getting the Xbox handheld.
I mean, but the funny thing is that these games are already available to play like in the cloud. Like you can play these games on GeForce now, and it runs pretty fucking good though. It runs pretty well. Like it's just like the games are out there for everybody. We might as well give them a native option to play these games in their preferred device. I mean, we know ponies are not going to leave their PlayStation. We
Also,
know.
we know that their argument is Xbox really hasn't had any good games outside of certain tentpole franchises, and now they're starting to see that actually Xbox has some fantastic games, and I think it's going to show that PlayStation is lacking a
Well,
lot, and they were highly reliant on third party, considering that now PlayStation's doubling down on their live service side of things around monthly active users. And so you're going to start to see that one company is giving you what you wanted, and one company is just not giving you the exclusives that you were getting previously. So
yep.
it'll
Also
be
at a better
interesting.
price, which is gonna like after a while, after 4 or 5 years of Xbox doing what they're doing right now, putting these games on Game Pass, giving you a better price, and the other side getting more expensive, and all of that. Like it's gonna. It's at one point. Are you? At what point? Like I was listening to a straight up PlayStation channel yesterday, and this dude doesn't do the console work. He does not engage in this. It's just a PlayStation news, straight up. Like I listened to it because he's a very good content creator. Shout out to him. I can't remember his name. I wish I could, but he's a very good content creator, and I watch the show
Mystic?
all
Is
the
this
time.
Mystic?
I don't know. He's the one. He's sitting down. I know he got like a beats in his head, in his ears. I'm sorry. And he sits down in a chair, and he's sort of like, I mean, he just talks. But he gives you all the other things, and he's like, bro, we're getting tired. Like I'm getting tired of this. This is trash. And he doesn't even engage in console. Well, I've been watching this guy for a decade, dude.
I feel like it's Mystic. He's like the only one that I think is not real console worry. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't do nothing console war related. I'm talking
Uh
about like a real PlayStation fan.
Dutch is going Mystic as well. Yeah, we're both thinking the same
It might
person.
be him. Let me go ahead and look
Yeah.
for him real quick.
Pretty
And
sure
I,
it's
and I,
Mystic.
Mystic, right? PlayStation. Let me see. Let me see. The same guy. He got 100,000 subscribers, right? Something like that, about a million. Yeah, him. I like his content. I love him. I think he's a very good content creator. And really what a true PlayStation fan should look like. Anyways, he's getting tired, dude. And he I never seen him like this before. And he's outraged. So I mean, he's they breaking down eventually. Like Nips today on Twitter, he posted something. I don't know if you guys seen it. He posted a whole freaking thing about how why he think that Game Pass is worth it now. Really? Like worth it now? I don't know if you guys see it or cover it here
I
or
probably
whatever.
haven't because Nib is
Yeah,
just
yeah. It's a whole letter.
he, yeah,
It's a
he's
whole letter talking about how he used to think that Xbox Game Pass wasn't good, wasn't profitable, this and that, but now he's beginning to think that Game Pass is good.
yep.
Literally. And why is that? It's because the other side is not showing you anything. This year alone, you're getting what? A Vow, South of Midnight, Doom.
I
We can
agree,
keep
Reese. I
going. We're going
agree.
to keep going and going and going. The tweets are too long for us. Yeah, that's true. But, they're
Yeah,
coming
facts.
around. Sony
Not
PlayStation
reading all
hardcore
that shit.
fans are coming around. And a lot of those people doing podcasts and shit, they have Game Pass. They play games on Game Pass. We heard them all the time. We got them receipts. Oh, play these on Game Pass. Oh, why? Why didn't you
You
go
look at
ahead and buy it in the PlayStation and support the devs? Because Game Pass is a great deal. It's a smart choice. Come on, bro.
I think if you look at it and you look at the value proposition around Microsoft has put these big titles on your platform at full price, and PlayStation doesn't choose to do this with theirs. But if you're on Game Pass, instead of paying $70, this is the top tier ultimate. You're getting that value right there in your subscription service. So value proposition around the subscription services, around what they offer, they're
Different.
they're seeing that because they're paying $70, but we're getting it as in our top tier subscription service, whereas they're not getting that day one in their top tier subscription service. So I think there is a little bit around seeing just the value proposition disparity between the two. Yeah,
Yeah. And the PS
very
Plus is
interesting.
also not hitting the same either. They really lacking in there. So they need to come around and fix that and give better value to Sony PlayStation dudes. Because I mean you can quiz I mean squeeze is squeeze, but at what point you stop giving milk? At what point? That's just how it goes. It's hard.
Yeah. All right. What's next on our?
Also, Microsoft has announced plans to lay off 3% of its staff across teams, affecting thousands of employees. I think it's about 6,000 in total. It wasn't too many details about how this affects the Xbox gaming division personally, so don't got really too much information on that. But I just wanted to throw that in there. They forever continuing wave of layoffs around the industry continues.
Yep. It'll continue.
It
Will
will
it,
continue.
continue.
it,
Yeah.
Yep. It's just like what businesses do, man. And then it goes for not only Xbox. Now I know they hot waters for this, Microsoft and everything. Everybody's gonna go through it because I mean they're trying to make more money and spend less. It just a fact.
Yep.
It is what it is.
My
At least
company went
those
through.
studios were affected like that, right? No, no,
Yeah,
no
not
Yeah.
gaming
not that I've
studios.
seen
My
or not that I
company
know
has
of.
gone through a bit of a restructure, mainly because of the economic climate, because we're not for profit. So we have to make sure that we are saving where we can. And that means looking at, do we have people in the workforce that are essential, or and getting rid of non-essential people to save. I think once the economy smooths out a bit, then that'll definitely put us in a better steading like around that. But yeah, it's happening everywhere. Everyone's reevaluating their workforces and going, where can we save money?
Even us, like in your
Definitely.
household,
Oh
you
yeah, for
you
sure.
you doing it too. You're like, oh shit, like, do I really need Diet Coke? I think I'm gonna drink water this week because like I think, hey, do I really need to eat McDonald's? I think I'm gonna cook home today. I think
Yeah.
So everybody's
100%.
like, watching their pockets, and it's funny how gamers are one of the ones who are like looking to spend more and asking for price increases. That's so weird, bro. That's
And
so
and
weird.
and like trashing people who are looking for sales and don't want to spend more. Like there was this
Yeah.
meme I feel like online of this they had a guy inside wearing a PlayStation like top hat, like eating this a massive meal, delicious, and then they had a Xbox gamer outside crying and eating like virtually nothing to do with Game Pass. And I was like, shouldn't it be the other way around, because Xbox gamers can afford more, like because they're not spending all their money on video games, they're buying their games through their subscription service and then choosing what they want to spend their additional money on. And the PlayStation gamers are making themselves poor by going, hey, let's buy every game at this ridiculous price point, support the devs, all this crap that they can't even follow through with. So it's really interesting to see that.
That's just
How do you trash people for saving money? Like we all look for saving money, and how is that a bad thing?
it's the online flexing
Yeah.
culture that we're
That's it.
seeing, and everybody think they trapping. Everybody think they hip hop artists. But bro, you ain't. I mean, let me tell you the truth, dog. The reality is everybody's trying to save money. Even people that you see with the jewelry on, flexing with big cars. Trust me, they go somewhere and they're trying to get the best deal because that's what people do. Like I seen people with a lot of money going somewhere and be like, oh, like, do we get a special? And I'm like, this motherfucker right here wants a special. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just happens.
Yeah.
Shout
And
out to
also, man, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra delayed until early 2026, man. I was kind of intrigued by this. I was hoping it was going to come this year, but more time was needed, and hopefully they cooking up something good over there.
yeah.
I
Superhero
hope
games are
so.
cooked. Superhero games are cooked. Superhero
Yeah, that's
movies
what
are
it seemed
cooked.
like. Yeah.
Oh,
Go
super!
ahead.
The only superhero that's worth watching is Bloodpool, right? What is Deadpool? My bad. That's it. That's the only one that I think that is worth watching. The rest of them, they're just like, uh, I don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't see like the new Superman movie that's coming out. I was like, why? To be fair, like the one that they made originally, the new one that they made originally is great. The one with, oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Henry
Yeah,
Cavill. And the
yeah.
fact that they did not let him reprise the role again, and they're like, let's do another one and like reboot it again. And I'm like,
This is what I'm
no.
saying, bro. Video games are better. That's it's
Yeah.
literally. I was looking at the trailer of Superman, and I was like, this shit looks so fake, bro. I'm happier playing something like Mortal Kombat or I don't know, going through a Marvel game, I don't know, playing Marvel Rivals and watching this I don't know, whatever abomination of special effects, because it looked like, bro, the production level was, I don't know. And look, the budgets are crazy in these movies, right? That's like, what are you guys doing with the money? Like coffee meetings and I don't know, like start getting Starbucks. What is it going on?
It's all that, like, when you've got a bloated, and I think Sandfall Studios kind of made a really good comment about it. When you've got because they ex Ubisoft devs, right? When you've got a bloated development team where everyone is constantly discussing around what they do rather than making decisions and like committing to it and doing that. There's just too many cooks in the kitchen at that point. Who's
Yeah.
steering? Everyone's trying to steer the project, but you need
Oh,
someone to really steer it. And so sometimes less hands on the wheel. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm so excited about this one. Fallout has been renewed for season 3. So whatever season 2 looks like, the fact that they're like, we're on board for season 3, thank you. Now I just need Wheel of Time season 4 renewed. But we get to see season 2 in December.
Yeah.
So excited.
I
Yeah,
seen
I'm excited.
some. I seen a tweet about it. Somebody said the Fallout remaster
What's
or
up,
whatever
Psycho?
is around the corner or something. Is close. So what's up?
I'm excited.
What's up?
Fallout.
Look at Thomas Mailer's Moon Studios tweet too at Red Dead Panda. Is this which one? Is this his new one? I feel like he tweets all the time. I feel like there's a whole heap of controversy around him, around like the, yeah. Just add a little bit more context for me there. Which tweet is it a brand new one that I've missed? Probably. To be fair. Yeah. Okay. What else?
Capcom reports record high net sales and profits for 8 consecutive years. Man, I love Capcom. Let me just start off by saying that. That's why I had to, throw this in there. But yeah, man, just the highest yearly game sales in Capcom history. 51.87 game units sold in the last year. Monster Hunter Wilds and strong catalog sales, man. They updated the sales for Resident Evil and everything like that, man. Really impressive numbers all around and highly deserved.
That's dope.
Insane. I think they're such a fantastic developer and publisher of their games.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Been rocking with them for decades,
Yeah.
decades. What they need to do,
Oh.
Marvel versus Capcom. That's what they need to do. I know
Yeah.
one. That's it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it like the second one. Don't do it like the Infinite. Was it Infinite? Right? Don't do it like that one. Do it like the second one. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That was it. That was peak, in my opinion. Really love the game.
Definitely. Also, Stalk. This is really dope as well, yo. Stalker Legends of the Zone Enhanced Edition coming to PS5, Series X, and PC on May 20th, man. Yo, that's dope, man. They overhauling the visuals and the play style of it. So I'm definitely intrigued and will be there to check it out.
Yep.
I believe
Yeah,
it's coming to
excited.
PS Plus. That was one of the only highlights for their May
Yep.
catalog, in my personal opinion. And if you own it, I believe it's a free upgrade, and it's going to be a separate app, separate game as a whole. So that's how you know they really overhauled some things. Uh, Definitely keep an eye out on that, guys. I want to play and go through those before I beat Stalker 2. And Stalker 2 just continues to get better and better on the back end, patches and improvements. So by the time I eventually get around to that, it's going to be an amazing
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, Stalker 2 is an amazing game. I need to go back and finish it too. I was in a dire situation. Last time I played, I lost it all. difficult. I was fighting this boss. Like, oh my god, I'm in such trouble. It's like one of those games that you're like, I'd rather stay here where I'm living right now. I'm pretty comfortable because when I go to over there and and play some Stalker 2, I'm in a serious situation. I'm going through it right now. I need help. The one thing that I wish that a Stalker had, I wish the game had co-op or the sort of like
Yeah, that would have been dope.
I mean, I know you're supposed to feel alone and all of that, but it would be great to have at least one homie. One homie, that's all I'm asking you guys. One person to go with you and at least, help you out with like, okay, I carry this, you carry that. I need a bandage, I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Rest me, type of stuff. I think that'll be fantastic. I love co-op games. I think that's the only one thing that I could like ask for Stalker. I know it never had co-op, but if I put that in my wish list, it's personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic game. Go ahead, play.
Yeah. And Rainbow Six Siege X is coming day one to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on June 10th. Game Pass members also get additional benefits for the game. I believe this is free to play, but since it's coming to Game Pass, kind of like what Valorant did and other free to
Mm.
play games, you get plenty of benefits, kind of like you bought the pay for edition of the game.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it seems like.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I'm intrigued. I'll probably check it out. I'm not sure if anything really grabbed me off this Helldivers, but possibly. Uh,
Yeah,
possibly.
by then, you probably will. I think this is crazy. I think Xbox is doing something crazy with the free to play games. Adding them to Game Pass and getting all these perks is sweet as hell, dude. Getting all the characters in Valorant really got me going when I first started playing. Like having all the legends and things like that. Getting skins in games like Call of Duty. You get. I mean, the stuff that you get is crazy. So I mean, there you have it. That's another reason why Game Pass is crazy right now because it doesn't only give you new games; it enhances the games that you can already play for free. So it gives you a little bit of a like a different look, like a little bit like a like you love the skins, right? You got that Game Pass skin, you're good to go. You don't need to spend no microtransactions. You got the legends, you got the characters. That sure helps out,
Yeah.
especially when you're new to the game. That's crazy. That's really good.
100%.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. Ready to
We
get
get into
into
some
some main
main topics
topics? Oh
in a
yeah.
moment. I'm just gonna change our screen over. Obviously, I'm not gonna have much on this topic, so I'm just gonna really jump in very quickly. I feel like you will all have lots of topic things to talk about here. But obviously, Doom: The Dark Ages is out with an 87 on Metacritic. And look, thank fuck you for providing this beautiful graphic for us. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna throw it a demo because I have not played this game yet. What has been your initial reactions? Because I know that we were talking about this before the show started, and we talked about it a little bit at the beginning. But yeah, how have you found this game comparatively to the other ones? Yeah.
I mean, first off, RQ is crazy for this one. He got here, Nero Lanes, right? Getting stopped in jail by Doom guy. All right.
I love
Like
it.
you
So
always go crazy with
he
those.
goes crazy, but that's fun. I played the game. So far I had a few hours. I would say I had like 5 hours in the game. I'm in chapter five, or I mean chapter seven, chapter eight. I think I'm in chapter eight, something like that. I beat. I'm after Siege 2. I don't know if you're familiar with that, Nero Siege 2.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm right after in that chapter. After I did mention that I got sick on Wednesday while I was playing, and I had to stop playing. I haven't touched it since because I've been busy, podcasting, and just I haven't had the chance to get into it again. Again, for the reason that I only play Doom during the day. At nighttime is not for Doom because I can sleep after. I just get rattled, get wired, and I have to go and pull out a whole nighter, and I'm a hard working man. I need my sleep. So, anyways, bro, I do believe that the game is amazing. I've been having a great time. I have zero complaints. I've been enjoying everything. Everywhere. Shout out to Razer. He's saying Blaze of Fire demo is put right now for Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. I actually downloaded it yesterday. I think it was who was the one who posted it on Twitter that I asked him because I was looking for it the day before that I couldn't find it, and they just said like, oh, they just released it today, not yesterday. So I went ahead and downloaded it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm not really into Souls, but yeah, shout out to you for that one, bro. I'll check it out and play it. But Doom. I mean, in my opinion, I have zero complaints. I've recently played 2016 because I finished Eternal a couple of years ago when it first came out, whatever. And I realized that I didn't finish 2016, and I just went ahead and was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna finish it. And so my comparison doesn't go with Eternal, but it goes with 2016. This is like 10 levels above 2016, in my opinion, when it comes to gameplay, movement, everything. Story, like the story in here is like, it's vast. It's actually, you get cutscenes and stuff. You get none of that on 2016. 2016 is so boring. It's just literally, go in there and just kill shit, which I love, right? Which is like what Doom is really all about. But I feel like Bethesda here elevated the franchise and made it a little bit more epic. I know it could be divisive because some people want glory kills back to the way they want. They wanted to keep it like, but whatever, bro. Like, don't listen to them. Play it for yourself. It's on Game Pass. You got nothing to lose. And if you really a Doom guy like me, go ahead and purchase it. Like, who gives a damn? I'm telling you right now, this is one of those games that the whatever you're paying for it is worth it because this shit slaps, like straight up. I mean, I had a great time. I've been rocking out with the music. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, music didn't hit the same." I'm not a rock and roll guy. I'm more of a hip hop guy, and I'm rocking with this. So this shit gotta be good. Can't be bad, because I mean, if you put me some bad rock and roll, I'll be like, this shit's trash. But this shit is actually when the music goes in and you're playing, like you feel it. Turn it up too a little bit. I noticed that the music is a little lower. Standard settings. So turn it up a little bit. I think it's like 7 or something, and you need to hide it up. It's a little below the sound effects. So turn it up a little bit if you feel that way. And if you don't like it, bro, you know what else you can do? Go ahead and hook up your Spotify playlist or whatever and play it with that. It is the same shit. You can play this shit with Tupac. It is still slap, man. I promise you. This game is crazy. I've been having a great time, and I can't wait to play more. That's all I gotta say. I you know, so far what I played, 10 out of 10, my opinion. I didn't find nothing wrong with it. I didn't have no performance issues, either on the PC or on the Xbox, because I did play on both.
You
The
enjoying the
controllers were
cutscenes, the way they're
snappy.
doing the story this way?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the cutscenes, but I did feel a little bit lost in the story. Like I was like, oh shit, what the fuck going on? But then
The
then
prequel to
everything,
Doom
yeah,
2016,
yeah, at
eh?
the beginning, but then everything kicked in, and I was like, oh shit, this is what's happening. This is what's actually taking place here. So I do believe that this game is gonna be, in due time, given the flowers that it deserves. When we look back at the this game, the Dark Ages, and be like, oh shit, this shit was hard. Um, the only other complaint that I had, and this is like a little tiny one, is like my preference. I did find it a little bit easier than 2016 and Eternal, like from the get go. And I play on Hurt Me Plenty because that's how what I usually play for the first playthrough to get used to the mechanics. Because I mean, then it's frustrating. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're getting killed. You're like, what the hell just happened? So I feel like you should first play the games in like normal and then move up on difficulty as you get more acquainted with the game. That's it. I just found that a little bit easier, so I might higher the difficulty later. But all in all, I was having a great time with the game, and everybody that I talked to that actually played it, they're telling
Yeah.
me that they really, really, really enjoyed it. So I mean, you should too. I mean, what a, even
Well,
even if you don't like the story, like who gives a shit? This is not about the story. This is about gore. This is about like chainsaws. This is about shotguns, chains. It's about like smacking demons, beating the devil. Like who cares about the story? You know what you came to do. You came to slap some ass. So that's what we came to do. That's just how I see it. I'm loving Doom, bro. I literally love every freaking Doom game that I play. Straight up.
so good.
Might be
Yeah,
biased, yeah, but that's how.
I've been loving it. It's definitely up there. It took me a second to adjust to the different speed and play style of the first game, as far as just the parry mechanic, not the actual speed of the game, which I think is kind of a dumb critique, especially when they let you up the speed. I feel like when people saying that, they're just trying to find anything to critique.
Hmm.
It's definitely up there, man. It's great, fantastic. I'm on chapter, I think, 19. I literally sat up last night until like 4 in the morning, just locked into playing Doom, bro, because I couldn't put it down. Had a great time, like, and it was just it's just a fantastic game and experience so far. Um, can't wait to have my review of it. I do think the music in Eternal was slightly better. Um,
It's a different composer, right?
yeah,
Right.
different composer. As good as it looked graphically, I do wish it was more modes. And by that, I mean Eternal had a 120 FPS mode option on the consoles, even the S. And so I think that would have been nice to have. But besides that, man, it's just been a fantastic game. I love it. Been loving my time with it. The highlights for me is definitely the cutscenes and the storytelling. Just fantastically done.
Props to Ed.
Definitely props.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I absolutely love the big set pieces as well, man. You know the let me see the dragons, right? Is a
Yeah. Oh my
highlight,
God.
and
Yeah.
yeah, the
That's
mech
epic.
battles as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
those are just
Mm-hmm.
awesome to me, man, and just
Yep.
highly entertaining. So
Yep.
I'm definitely excited. I'm loving it, man. I think it's a fantastic game. Xbox has been killing it, man. Like I said, people could talk about what they're doing wrong as a console, but as a publisher, they're just unquestionable, in my opinion, man. Um,
Yeah. They're doing
They're killing it.
fantastic on the publishing
yeah,
side of things. I agree.
absolutely killing
The
it.
other one thing that I want to mention about this game is like what really surprised me is how well they made these weapons, how detailed, right? Like the Skull Crusher is so highly detailed, it's crazy. Like if you take a second and slow a little bit down and even pause the game to see what the hell you're doing, take screenshots and whatnot, like you understand where I'm coming from. And as you progress in the game, the sense of progressions that it gives you with the new skills and new things that you unlock and new mechanics, it just like I mean, it never stopped. Like I'm telling you, I'm still discovering stuff, and I'm in like chapter 7, chapter 9, 7, something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
How many
I'm
and
pretty
chapters
sure
are there all
it gets
up?
better.
and with
I
me
think there's only
being
two chapters.
it's 22 chapters in total, I believe. And with me being so close to the end at like chapter 19 or 18, wherever I'm at, what I'm really loving is they're not overly using the mechs and the dragons. Like
No.
those moments where you do get them and use them and have those missions make me appreciate them that much more because they're not overly relying on them or overly using it. Like I said, it's still that same Doom formula that I know and love, but with a new unique twist. That's when it's all said and done, I'll probably be right there with you, Demo, thinking it's my favorite over the prior two as well. It's just I have a really deep connection with Eternal, especially with the two DLCs. But as a standalone game, I'm definitely liking Doom: The Dark Ages more than Eternal. But when I include those DLCs, I get an edge to Eternal. But this game is fantastic, man. Um,
Yeah.
No.
I hate to
It,
say, bitch about people complaints, but man, look, I don't want to hear it.
I had
You
to
know,
say it. I had to say it.
it's a
So
great
negative
game.
Nancy's are talking down on a game that is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
And look,
all the time.
come on, the reviews are out there. The game is out there for you to see, for you to like, it's tangible. You can actually see. Like, how can you tell me rebuy is not good when I've
Mhm.
tried the rebuy and I know that's just crazy good. Like you can talk to me about a New York strip, but yeah, I know I tried that too. But I'm telling you, this is fucking rebuy right now. Like I'm comparing Doom with rebuy. This shit is good.
Mhm.
This is like
You know
it's
it's good
fucking
when we
good. Go
age
ahead.
references.
I mean,
Oh,
I, the one thing that I want to highlight too about this is like they nail making Doom Guy or the Slayer feel like like you feel like the Slayer. You are super strong. You are literally jumping off from cliffs, landing and exploding everybody in your way as you land, then smashing your way through thousands of freaking demons with
Yeah,
your shotguns, with your punches,
such a
with your
fun
kicks.
time.
It
And the
reminds
shield is
me,
such a highlight for me, yo. Like throwing
yeah,
that shield is so satisfying, yo.
well,
I'm Captain Doom America, yo. How can you not love that, yo? If you're a Doom fan,
yo,
how can yo every scene he's
love it.
dripping so much
Love it.
fucking ore, so much swag, everything he
yeah,
do is just man, it makes
crazy,
me sad as a Halo fan because I want this amount
yeah,
of love and detail for fucking Master Chief right now, yo. Because
yeah,
this is just it's fantastic,
yeah,
And shout out to Game Pass. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind buying this, but I don't have to. Game
yeah,
Pass is clutch. I've been
Mm,
absolutely loving it. When it go on sale for 40, 30 bucks, I would gladly support and buy it on my PS5 Pro. See what it feel like with the DualSense. Buy it, support the devs, something
hmm
they don't do that they've been preaching. and enjoy it. It's just a great fucking game. And every time, like this gen, most of the times I play Xbox games, I really think to myself, I think to myself like, damn, I wouldn't mind paying full price for this. Like this is one of them ones I wouldn't mind buying. Like I don't have to. I have Game Pass, but if I had to, I wouldn't mind. And that's the signs of just great games, man.
Yep. The the detail too that they added to the shield when you unlock different attachments to it, and then you cut people down like you were playing Gears. It just reminded me of Gears. This game reminded me of fucking Xbox. This game is Xbox, yo. Straight up. It reminds me of like Master Chief. It reminds me of Gears. It reminds me of Halo 2. The way that they tell the story, it reminds me a little bit of Halo 2. It's crazy. Like I don't know how to explain it. It just feels right, dude. It just feels right. There's no words to describe how good this game is. Y'all should like we're not copying here, bro. This is like a fact. Go ahead and play it. This is not.
Reese is like the landing
I'll
never gets old for
battle
me.
anybody over this.
You're talking about this just makes me hyped to play it, so I'm excited to get my hands on it.
Absolutely fantastic game, man. Like like I said, I love it, man. I have really no complaints. You know, I think it's a bug where you can't turn off film grain on the Xbox, but that's just like little shit that I wouldn't even know if it wasn't for somebody like a Digital Foundry pointing out.
Yeah.
But it's just a fantastic game, man. I love it. And like I said, the cutscenes to me is just, oh my, this is by far the best in the series ever.
Really well done. Yeah.
Just a great
100%.
storytelling all around, man. You know,
All right.
it's a fantastic game. Now we missed it last week, guys, because you know we wasn't here. But the GCA 6 trailer, this don't got to be long.
You missed
I'm sure
Nero's in it. Nero's in it.
Yeah,
Totally
looking
missed
kind
it.
of cute. Looking kind of cute.
Look at me. They double casted me.
They
double
did. Do
cast
you want to
me.
see the other double casting?
Yeah, let me see it.
All right.
Y'all look good in that background right there.
Yeah, look at it.
Hey, see, I've been
Danielle
look, I've been
Steve.
helping people get their career right all over, man, from Vice City to Los Santos, man. Definitely locked in out here.
No, I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
wait. You're gonna love this one.
Saints
You're
Row
gonna love.
character.
You're gonna love this one too.
With all
That one's really
purple,
good.
You look more like a Saints Row character. Look at you.
Yeah, that's more me
Yeah,
right
man.
there.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
dope.
that's more me.
yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
good, right?
That's a nice
BBM
cover.
shit, man. Big beautiful man shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Baby,
Need
M,
representation,
what the
man.
fuck? That's
Yes,
funny.
man. I'm
man.
so
Yeah,
hyped for this game.
That's
man.
fire. That jacket is fly, bro.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
heat.
man.
That jacket is that your jacket?
One of
or
those
is
will probably be my
quality
profile
style?
picture. Yo, make sure you send me those, Farq. See, Farq be bullshitting, yo, because he'll send them to Panda to put up here, but won't send them to me. I need all those, man, because that
Do
might
you
be
want
my
to see the ones he did
picture.
of me from the trailer?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Oh, this was. If I share this one, he gave me that one. I laughed. They're not as good as you. They're not as good as
Panda
yours.
living life. Look at Panda. I see
living
you
life.
out there in Vice City.
Then this one
Hey,
out there
young
clubbing.
girl.
That's
and
funny.
then they're not as good as yours, man. Your ones are the best. And then this was the other one that he did.
He got you too. Look at you riding a bike and shit.
Oh, I
That's a baddie
fucking
right
love it.
there. Yeah, right, Reese. That's a baddie right there.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
fucking love it. I love it. Fuck you. You just you're
That's
just
a buddy
awesome.
right there.
Sorry, continue on about talking about the
About Doom?
no, about
amazing.
the
GTA.
GTA
Oh,
6
GTA.
trailer.
Right.
Looks
All right, I
amazing,
got some
man.
San Andreas to send your way as well.
Oh yeah.
He
Hey,
made
that's
some
my
San
favorite.
Andreas.
Never mind that San Andreas one.
NextGenNero.
That looked better. That looked better than the remastered trilogy they
No,
did.
for sure, bro. That got way better graphics.
100%. Oh, I like this one because you're in like every seat. There's this one as well. I'll just share it.
Hey, yo. He on a drill. He on a drill.
On a drill.
Oh,
Out
these are
there.
great. These are
Hey,
great.
yo.
And
That's
then
some crazy shit.
oh, they're just so good. They're so good. Fuck you. We love it.
I
I'm
love
gonna
that
go.
game. Watching these pictures just made me want to go ahead and play some San Andreas, man.
I'm
Best
telling you,
game
man.
ever.
I got it installed too,
Definitely.
bro. The
He did
remastered
a
one. It
stalker
came a long
version of
way.
I
you.
don't own the remaster though. That's
Yeah,
the funny
I will
thing.
say
I
if you
love
see
the
it
Demo,
on
game so
Steam,
much
bro.
that I don't know.
Hey,
I'll wait
hey,
for another remaster for a
yeah,
remake.
I feel you.
demo.
Yeah.
He did this one for you of Stalker.
Oh my god. Oh hey man. That's some crazy shit. That's cool. That's cool. Stalking.
Oh, I fucking love it.
I
I'm gonna
love
put that
stalking
beautiful
too.
jacket up. I think you need that one as a profile picture. It's so good.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
Yeah. The one with the jacket on, that was really good, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
share
good
that
that one.
tab.
The only thing missing is the dress, but I don't know if you got him on right now. Yo, FarQ, get him some dreads, bro.
Yeah, give him some
Yeah,
dreads on there and we lit.
Nah, but you
dreads.
look fresh like that too. It's like a Miami style. Yeah, short hair because it's
Nah,
hot in here.
definitely. Definitely heat.
100%.
Man, I'm
Oh,
excited for that game, man. The trailer
Oh
looked
yeah.
at
Yeah,
absolutely just
GTA man.
amazing.
It's a fact. That game is like there's really like nothing negative that we can stand here and say about that trailer that they showed. It's crazy.
yep.
Yeah,
100%.
I
100%.
got no complaints, man. And it was running on the base PS5, which is a good sign.
Yep.
It's great. Just made me even more excited. I'm like, okay, there we go. This is real. This is what we're getting. Um, no complaints, man. I can't wait.
The
Really
possibilities
intrigued.
are endless. This game, I feel like this game is like an opportunity more than a game. This is going to open the doors to so many content creators who are gonna be born into the mainstream.
Yep.
So we got this is gonna bring the new generation of. I mean, I hate to mention him, but the Doctor Disrespects, the ninjas, the big
Yeah.
streamers, big content creators like that. I think this game is like if you want to get into content creator, this is like a great opportunity for you to give it a shot, a fair
hmm
one at it. So, I mean, everybody's gonna be all over this.
I'm
This is,
definitely gonna be streaming to my YouTube every time I fire it up because you never know what the hell you're gonna see. I'm gonna be having some
oh
funny
my
ass
god,
moments, man. I
hell
can't
yeah.
wait.
I mean, it's set in Florida, so like I feel like everything's gonna be funny moments. Like
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
have to
Right.
so
stream the
excited.
game. All I can do is in real life streams and go right around, and that's GTA right here.
You just go outside and
this,
you're like,
Ju-
GTS?
this is GTA, bro. I promise you, this is GTA right here. The other day, nah, but we don't want to get into neighborhood stories. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, that's all I
Man.
got to say. I'm just freaking
Yeah,
excited as ever,
we're
man. It's
pumped. We're
just
pumped. Good
looks
vibes.
amazing. I can't wait to check it out, man. Day one.
I can't wait to see what they put on the
Yeah.
music on the playlist,
Yeah,
on
facts.
the
Facts.
radio. I'm super intrigued. I wonder if they're gonna have some Pitbull, some
hmm
reggaeton,
You know it's gonna be a lot of
that
Kodak.
stuff.
You
Yeah, Kodak Black,
might
Rick
have his own damn
Ross,
station. Yeah.
Trick Daddy, Trina,
Yep, yep,
Sleeping Sly. Yeah, that's
yep.
gonna be fire. That's my shit, cause I'm from here. Let's go. I've been waiting for this for years, bro. Cause Vice City, I didn't really get to enjoy like that.
hmm
Vice City wasn't really hitting for me. I know a lot of people think that that's one of the best, but I
Yeah.
love the LA stuff. I love the New York stuff.
hmm
So I can't wait to see what they do with the down south here, with the South. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep. And
Well, next on our agenda, and I'll share this tab. Right, I'm in the right one. I
Oh,
feel like I am. Helldivers 2 Studio. Its next game will be free from PlayStation Partnership. So what they've confirmed is that the next game is going to be fully funded by themselves. So there's going to be no partnership deals around exclusivity. So they'll be able to put the game everywhere that they want to put the game, without it being held hostage by, because they took the brunt of the whole people can play this game on Steam and you don't need a PSN account, and then PlayStation enforcing that, and they took the brunt of that initially before PlayStation walked it back. So, what are your thoughts, Demo, on the fact that they're fully funding the game, they'll be able to deliver the game that they want to the audience that they want without any sort of stipulations or control factors that came from partnering with PlayStation for Helldivers 2?
First off, I think Helldivers is a fantastic game. I haven't had the
100%
opportunity to
agree.
play, but I do watch Nero playing it all the time. I do watch a bunch of content creators talking about it constantly. I do get a bunch of clips on my feed about the game, and it looks like one of those games that I know is gonna click. In fact, I was actually speaking with my friends prior to the show, and we're talking about it. Oh, show the minute that Helldivers go down a little bit in price, we're gonna pick it up, and we're gonna play, on the PC or whatever. But it's just like it makes me wonder, right? Like, what if? And then we were saying it earlier, right? What if this game had released everywhere at the same time, like it was supposed to be? What if those 120 countries didn't get excluded from the game? What if they didn't ask for that PSN login that people didn't like, and then they brought it back, but still, it affected a lot of people that didn't want to go through it. Just another barrier that that it wasn't up to them, and you can tell by the statement that they're gonna be calling 100% of the shots of their next game. And of course, they're not gonna say anything bad about PlayStation. I'm not saying that they in bad terms with PlayStation, but they definitely want to do their own thing, right? And that means that they want to be bigger. They want to, they want to do what they want to do, and they want, I don't know, their franchises and games to be, more accessible to everybody. And I'm with it, because that's what I really like. Whole Divers would have been a game that if it was on Xbox,
Hi, Punty.
I would have probably played it day one when it released, because this is like my jam multiplayer game. And I do believe that's the best thing that Sony PlayStation has delivered this generation. In my opinion, this is the best game that Sony PlayStation has delivered this generation. Regardless of what people say, this is their most successful game when it comes to, like, active users and all of that. So for them to lose Arrowhead working for them, this is a blow for Sony. That's just how I feel. And I'm rooting for them. I hope that the next game is as amazing or even better than Helldivers 2. I'm looking forward to the work. They look such humble people, right? They look so nice. Like they seem to be so nice. The developers. I've seen them picking up a couple of awards here and there, and the way that they speak about the game and about the community is just like amazing. And it just hurts my feelings that because of some higher up told them this is what you need to do and this is the direction that you need to go. That some people got excluded from this game.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, yeah, the sky's the limit for them. I feel like they could keep going and reaching for the sky, the stars, whatever they want to do, because they really killing it with this game. And I just hope that they do so, man. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say about it. Yeah,
I think
straight
they
up.
haven't burned any bridges with PlayStation in any way, shape, or form, but I think they want the freedom
Yeah.
to put the game where they want with and just remove any additional barriers or restrictions that they did have through that partnership.
Mm-hmm.
They've got that support, the funding, the recognition that they can go beyond PlayStation with that second party deal that they had. And PC's been such a big proponent for the success of Helldivers 2. Yeah, and I think it was short-sighted not to put it on Xbox because it would be such a great game for us as a whole. Like the people who play these types of games, a lot of them live on Xbox, considering Xbox was considered the shooter box in the past. But Nero, what would you like to add in relation to
I'm
this?
walking away from it on positivity on most fronts. I think that is because at the end of the day, not only do they want to make the game, they want their own game. This is still a Sony IP, so this is not their game. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep.
saying? So they want to make their own. I actually read what they all had to say about the partnership with Sony, and they was pretty like highly positive. They just want to make their own experience, and I think that's dope, man. You know, you had a partnership with Sony, you delivered an amazing game, a beyond amazing game, very profitable, still profitable now. Shit, they just took $20 from me last night. That's how much I'm loving it. It's definitely my co-op multiplayer game of the generation, by far potential to be my of the generation, just because of they live up to the name live service. Like your service that you're doing in this game is live, and this shit means something. It feels good to be a part of a game and community that actually means something. That's why this game just is so near and dear to me. I absolutely love it. But they definitely didn't burn any bridges, like you mentioned. They spoke positive for Sony. Sony didn't have any negative thing to say. They just want to do their own thing, and I think nothing is wrong with that. Um, you, you delivered a great game. You did what you was to do. You made enough money to go make your own next experience. I will say, whatever they make, I'm there. I'll be there to support it. They got my faith. Like, Demo was mentioning how nice and kind they are. I'll be watching their little dev diaries and stuff like that. I mentioned it before. I really love when games devs show their passion, especially like in interviews and stuff like that. Just express that, and when devs do that, like they be doing, it makes me happy. Makes me happy to support. Make me happy to be there. Good for them, man. I'm happy that it's mutual terms. It's just good. They just going to do their own thing. So I look at it as a just pretty positive thing all around, man. They didn't have anything negative to say. I know they probably feel slighted about what Sony was doing with the PSN, but I think that's a learning mistake too. They chose to come late to integrating games to PC. Microsoft had to jump on that, so it's gonna be misfires and stuff like that. I'm happy they did walk it back in the game, was able to recover. It touched 100K a few days ago, so it's still in a very healthy state, man. Good content, good events. I'm loving it. So I wish them all the success for sure.
I don't blame you.
And they
Yeah.
also had a quote that I put in there. It said, and I quote, "PlayStation are great. There would be no Hell Divers if it wasn't for them. We're open to working with them again in the future." And
Yep.
like I said, Sony owned the Helldiver IP. If you're gonna do a Helldivers 3, who the fuck is you going to? Nobody but these guys, in my opinion. So, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Well, there isn't anything without um, great news from them, but also controversy happening everywhere. So I'm just going to move us over to a slightly different screen. Share this tab. So no one, I think, has missed out or been living under a rock and knows that um, came to light that Bungie has been caught for a fourth time using art assets and such, or I guess designs stolen from other artists and not acknowledging it. Or they have remedied some of it in the past, but the fact that they've been caught, and this is the fourth time they've been caught, they have said it claims that it's a former Bungie employee who was responsible for this. Um, but yeah, four times. It doesn't look good when you're looking at a game that's about to release and there's already controversy and there's already people going, this game, they don't think it's going to do that well. Obviously, there's going to be people who are going to love Bungie anyway, but um, obviously the first lot was Destiny, and with the games that they used art assets from, and they're all sorry, not assets, but like art designs from, and then now we're seeing this has been pulled in from Marathon for their most recent game. I'm going to throw to Demo. What do you think that this has done for Bungie's credibility as a whole when it comes to us as consumers and going, do we want to put money down on products? Yeah.
This is nothing but a sad situation. I really feel bad for them, specifically for this guy here, for the Joseph Cross.
Mm.
Which, I mean, he's the art director, but honestly, Bungie's been going through a lot of restructuring, and this is assets that were stolen back in 2017 or something. Um, that's what I heard. And I don't know, maybe he had nothing to do with it and somebody did it. That's what it looked like, but also he follows this person on Twitter. So if you, I mean, that right there is I wouldn't call it evidence, but it is right there a connection, right? That is like why, right? Why are you following somebody who's claiming that you stole their art? I believe that this is something the marathon didn't need. Like you said, credibility here is at stake. A lot of people are not feeling the game anymore. A lot of the people who are really wanted, because first off, I was one of the few people, and I remember that I came here in the show back when we talk about marathon. I don't know. Was I here in the show? I think so. I think we
Hmm.
talked about
Yeah,
it.
me and you
Eh,
was two of the only people I know that was excited for it. Everybody else was rooting for it to fail.
Yeah,
Right,
I wasn't good
exactly.
for it. It's the art style for me. I don't
We were
cup of tea.
exactly, me and Nero were one of the few people who were actually had some faith in Bungie, and it was like due to the track record, right, of Halo and everything, Destiny. I'm a Destiny lover. Yeah, whether you hate it or like it, I love Destiny. I have hundreds of hours playing Destiny.
Hey, I just
I-
bought it and downloaded all the shit. Yo, you got to walk me through it, bro, because that game clunky as fuck for a newcomer. I'm like, yo, where do I go? How do I do a mission? I
which
spent ten
one?
dollars and got all the expansions for Destiny 2.
Destiny is not clunky.
No, I'm saying as far as where the fuck, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I'm so
Oh,
lost. Like, as
bro,
far
I
as the
probably
learning and
okay. Hold on.
it's new guy.
um it's a hard game to get into it
Mm,
if you didn't start it from the beginning,
mm,
because Destiny is a lot of shit. All I can do for you is send you, I think that I have around, saving one of my bookmarks, a guide,
mm,
because you actually need a fucking guide to play this game and go through the whole content in order, if you want to do it in
mm.
order, right? Because I'm guessing that
Okay,
you want to
I
do it in
do.
order and
Yeah.
all of that. Okay, maybe later on hit me up on Discord or something. I'll probably download it again and show you around or whatever. Maybe I could do that. But yeah, anyways, Destiny is a hard game to get into it for newcomers. It's terrible, and it's been terrible for a long time when it comes to that. But once you get into it, it's actually a good game. It's fun, especially with friends doing raids, doing playing the multiplayer, which they neglected. It's crazy. But go
My
back to
issue with Destiny 2 was just sunsetting content, so you couldn't go back
yeah.
and play it.
Yeah, you cannot play that content that they sunset it, but I mean that's not all the content that they have. Fortunately, they have more, so you can
I
start
know,
off.
but like, if you wanted to go from the very beginning and play everything through, yeah,
If you didn't do it at the beginning, you're
you're
never
gonna miss
gonna do it.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, and thankfully I did, because I had like two playthroughs. I had one on the Xbox, one on the in the PC, and I did get through the to the main content that they sunsetted before they actually did it. So, but in my other account, I didn't. So whatever. Anyways, this is truly bad for a marathon. This is a bad reputation, things that they didn't need, because the game was already in hot waters. I believe that, they had some room for improvement, from what they show so far. They don't seem to come to an agreement when it comes to where this game is heading and what is the final goal of this game, or the purpose, right? It's just like everything bad. The guy called his art direction a soup. I don't know if you heard it. He was like, "Oh, they asked him a question on stream on Discord, and they asked him like, where do you get the inspiration from the art?" And then he started to mention a bunch of stuff, and after that he called it a soup. It's a soup of everything or whatever.
Mm.
So that sounds really bad, right? When you were talking about art direction from a game, because it's just like putting shit together to see what happens,
lots of different ingredients and seeing what
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
out
yeah.
of it.
To see
Yeah,
what comes out. So that's not a good look. On top of that, they told them like, listen, because they were trying to scrub everything that she's done. Okay, so one of the questions in the Q&A from yesterday was like, instead of scrubbing everything down, why don't you get in touch with the person who did the art and hire her,
yeah.
right? But that's
Pay
the
her for the
thing.
work.
But that's the thing. In retrospective is impossible because of what they done and the plagiarism. So she's gonna lawyer up. It's only right. It's the right move. They totally messed up. This is something that should have never happened. Like, okay, everything that happens in the art, team goes through him. Hey, we got these decals. Can we put him in the game? He gives the yes or the no, and after that, it goes through the other guy, Ziegler, who's the game director, and then he says yes or not, because that's what you got, like hierarchy in these companies, right? Everything that gets put in the game has to get filtered out through the whole team, and it didn't go through him. It didn't go through the other dude. Nobody saw nothing. I think they both in trouble. The way
Yeah,
that I was seeing their interaction yesterday, they both in trouble. And they asked them
Yeah, Sony might
really, really
have,
hard
but
questions.
they might be in need of a complete takeover. Sony might have to fully
Yeah.
Well, I think
take
for
over.
those who are going, it's just decals and it's not the map, it's not this and that. Like it's the fourth time Bungie's been caught,
And
actually
somebody said,
caught.
hold on, hold on.
That's the bad thing, and it's not just decals when you look at it. Like the actual art concepts and like the colors and
Everything
such
is,
is heavily looking at
yeah.
these influenced the final product that we actually saw when it was first revealed. So it's more than just the decals. It's
Oh, it's the whole
yeah,
art style. It's the
it's all of
whole
that.
art
Yeah.
style of the game, guys. It's not just the decals. Look, the decals are just one thing, but if you look at everything, the colors, the overall aesthetic, or what they were trying to go with, this is all her work. All these decals are hers, and the whole art base, the whole art thing is based on the decals. And look at the suit or the guy. What does it has all over? All these little crosses, squares, circles. All that's all her work. That's
Yeah.
literally her. Like the marathon, all the marketing is hers. Like that yellow thing with the marathon in black and the infinite symbol and the numbers that look like they pixelated and all of that. That's all hers. That's literally from her. She posted it on Twitter. The proof is right there. Like the whole thing is literally hers. So that's really bad for a game that had already a bunch of problems. So what they're gonna do with the art direction of the game and how the game is gonna look
That's her
at the
intellectual
end,
property, right? It's her
that's
IP.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
You would say like, what happens if Banksy does their stuff and then someone's like trying to offload and say this is my work and they've stolen stuff from Banksy? Like just the fact that there is a conversation happening around this, and I talked about credibility. It makes you go into and go, what else have they taken? And the fact that this is the fourth time they've been caught, or whoever was caught in relation to doing this. Like, it's fine if you take inspiration, but there's inspiration, and then there's making enough of a change from it. Like, she came out and said, like, there's this thing that I've put in my work, and then you could see exactly that it was there. So you know that they didn't make any changes to it. They just up and lifted it and put it in.
What
And that's the
this
same with what happens with fair use on YouTube. You take someone's content and you don't make any changes to it, you use it all.
right? Or you don't use it
Yeah.
on a way that you are criticizing it or talking about it or explaining or something, then that just like a straight up a copyright infringement
Yeah.
right there. If you go down, you see Cultural Crave. Go down in the Twitter feed and you see all her work. This is literally her work. Look at this. This is the same. This is literally a whole art style of the game. The game is full of this stuff.
Yeah.
Full of it.
Yeah.
Full of it. All the buildings are painted like this. All of that was shown in marketing. All of that was like literally in a game that they are actually monetizing because they got pre-orders up. They actually put the pre-orders up like as soon as that stream was done yesterday. But I don't know. What do you think about this, Nero? Are you still rocking with Marathon? I know that I'm super iffy now, even more than I
Yeah,
was before.
I'm definitely iffy as fuck now. They kind of ruined a little bit of hope that I was like kind of having for it, just because it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, Crow. Like it might not be a big deal on the front, like it's not maps or something huge, but it's the fact that why are you taking anything from anyone and using that shit? Why are you not being original
Passing it
and
off as
creative
your own.
yourself? Yeah, you need to be creative yourself and make things your own. And make
Why didn't
like why are y'all taking anything from anyone? And like you said, this is the fourth time in the last few years. Like that shit is not cool. In the game already, you got so many people against it, and then you just find a way to even excuse me. Sorry, I had to cough. It shows me Bungie is mismanaged as fuck, right? And it also shows me like with you guys being that mismanaged and not really, you know, being on point like you should. You guys shouldn't be coming in and nowhere telling anyone to cancel no fucking factions too or any of that shit because you
Yep.
don't even got your own shit in your own house. This is all effects of the Jim Ryan era. You know, we gonna talk about it with the Jay Raymond. I might piss some people off with
it's
that,
a lot of
but
shade on that $3.6 billion deal, doesn't it? Was it worth
yeah,
it?
I
you
mean,
think it
according to
was?
Jim Ryan, it was a way better deal than
Call of Duty.
The Call of Duty.
I
That's
guess
according to him.
Jim Ryan is a fucking idiot. Like even with the fair game shit, we might as well just lead into that because I'm gonna group everything I got to say together. You know,
Yeah, go ahead.
the Jay Raymond
Um,
has left PlayStation Haven Studios. I hate to be that guy, bro. I do not give a fuck. When the last time has she put out a fucking game? Like this is all Jim Ryan fucking shit. This is all from the Jim Ryan era of trying to the same person that made these decisions to bring her in the first place,
I'm
right?
just gonna
And
switch
bring
us.
all these people in is the same execs and people that say, "Yo, you should do with Blue Point. Yo, have them make service God of War." So these same dumb fucks that was trying to have Blue Point, I don't care about none of this live service shit. I didn't fall in love with Sony for the live service shit. They need to figure it out. Cancel all this shit. Start from scratch. Invest all the funds in the Hell Divers because that is a perfect IP. Give everyone at Arrowhead a bonus, regardless. Just throw them money. Thank them. Stop wasting fucking times. I don't give a fuck about her leaving. I looked into it because I'm like, yo, she must have did some real prominent work. Her last few games is fucking Watch Dogs and some. I don't give a fuck, bro. And I
Assassin's
agree.
Creed, bro.
I don't give a fuck. What was the last one? Assassin's Creed ain't been. I love Assassin's Creed, but it
nah, bro.
hasn't been in its prime for a moment.
I
You know
feel
what
like
I'm
she was
saying?
there
Like,
for the original
She
creation.
bro,
she,
that
she worked
sucks.
on the original and two. She also worked on a console Star Wars game, and
But
she
when is
also
her most recent game?
worked for Google Stadia.
Okay,
Yeah,
Stadia
gang.
is a fucking
Yeah,
failure.
yeah.
Stadia is a fucking failure. So that don't move the needle for me. None of that shit that y'all mentioned moved the needle for me because it's so fucking long ago, bro. Like, show me what have you done for me lately, bro? All that. Oh, I hope she's okay. I feel bad. I don't give a fuck. Like, I agree with Reese. It's like she's a swindler at this point. Put some shit out, you know. But she's gone. I'm sorry. I'm not about to feel bad and gloom and doom. I don't give a fuck. What I do give a fuck about is fucking Marathon and them doing this dumbass shit, stealing people artwork instead of building shit from the ground.
Well,
But
Marathon
this fair games,
exists.
scratch it all. Everything Jim
Marathon.
Ryan has something to do with, throw that shit out. Throw that shit out. Because you could have had Blue Point remastering the God of War trilogy. That stuck on PS3, by the way. All these PS2 and PS3 games that stuck back there, start bringing these. Nobody's asking for these dumbass games you're bringing. Fair point. That game looked like a knockoff fucking finals. I don't want that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Niggas is not even supporting the finals. Nobody's gonna support that shit. Sorry, not sorry. I don't feel bad. Get her the fuck out of here. Invest in
They're
more single player games, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they do.
sorry. Like,
They
you
need
failed.
to.
You failed, bro. Yo, demo. Like, no funny shit. I know we always saying, yo, make them compete, make them do it. No, bro. It's over. It's cooked. Microsoft seeing that you guys can't do it, and they say, yo, we're gonna help y'all out. Get them Forza. Make sure they keep COD. We're gonna give them Halo and Gears. Give them residual income, something they can't do themselves. Go back to your roots. Everything Jim Ryan touched, that motherfucker burnt that shit down from the inside out on the way out the door. And I'm sorry, but a lot of these things that's going on, even the Bungie and all that, this is effects from his era. And this is why I'm happy when I came and got my P5, his era was over. Get him the fuck out of here. Now they playing how to fix their mistakes, how to fix the Concord. $250 million down the drain. You got to fix all these mishaps. So if this game was gonna come out and be another Concord, bro, I'm all for this shit, bro. Get it the fuck out of here because they had a behind the scenes viewing of the game and whatever they seen apparently was bad enough to get her the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not about to play that role where I just feel bad, nah, man. Because I'm sorry, some of these motherfuckers got to go, bro. Some of these got at all companies. Like I'm not for the layoff, people just losing their job. But especially when you get the merging and buying shit, a lot of motherfuckers. Why do you think you need to be acquired to begin with? ABK was in a really rough spot.
Yeah.
When like you got COD being successful, this, that, and the third, but on the whole, it's like it was toxic. It was really a bad environment. With that being said, yo, some of you motherfuckers need to go.
Yep.
Sorry, not sorry. Get the people who need to stay. I'm sorry, lose your job, but yo, motherfucker, somebody at McDonald's that just got cut today. Like people lose their job every fucking day. I sympathize with it. Everybody sympathize with it, but these people is way more well off than the average Joe that's working that you and I know that lose their job. Most people that we know lose their job. We're not going to be able to survive for more than a year. Most of these people in these positions, they lose their job, man. They'll be all right. I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy, but I just had to get that off. Like I'm not feeling bad for her because I really looked up like, damn, this is a prominent loss. What have she done lately? Let me look into it, and I've seen jack shit. I'm sorry, that shit. Assassin's Creed 2. Come on, man. Over a decade ago is your last notable work, bro. Don't bring up Stadia. That shit horrible. It failed for a reason. Now I'm looking at Why the fuck was she hired in the first place? I agree with Reese in the chat. She's a swindler. She swindled the motherfuckers. She opened that studio, had them acquire the studio like she was working on some fire shit, and then they recently seen the shit and it looked horrible. That's what I'm taking from it.
I feel like
Cancel it all.
when it was first announced that they acquired Haven Studios, I was like, "What? She's barely had the studio for 5 minutes, and you're already acquiring her. Like, at
Yeah, like
least,
what is he doing?
at least let her
Nah,
prove like she can do this by delivering
mm.
on a game. But obviously, to deliver a fucking live service game, you need that support and funding coming in immediately to do it. But I'm going to throw the demo on what were your thoughts around the news around Jade Raymond stepping away from the studio that she founded. Yeah.
I feel like having studios is in trouble right now, and people who work in there should be worrying
Yep.
and trying to make I don't know how they can get the hell out of here. The game, when they first showed it, I was like, why is Sony PlayStation making Payday? Uh, you know, why? This is like a dead genre. There's only one game who can do heist in this planet, and it's GTA. That's it. There's no other freaking game out there right now that you can go ahead and play and call it a success. Like Payday is in shambles. Nobody's doing that. There's no raid
Then
games
don't forget about
like
the
that.
game
It's
we
going to be
got coming
interesting to
from.
see Contraband,
I was just about to say that we got Contraband. I'm more intrigued
but
in
that's
that
not a live
than.
service game from my
Um,
understanding.
the,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
the
hope it's
thing
not.
is that with Contraband, they call it a game that you do highs and do that, but we don't really know. They're still
Yeah,
cooking. They haven't shown anything. They could change. But
We've
yeah,
only
I
seen
mean,
a
now that you
trailer.
mention it, like, but well, at least Contraband we know is gonna be on Game Pass, so people are
Yep.
gonna play it regardless. That's another
and
advantage.
even Game Pass can't save shitty games. Payday, I tried with Payday. What was it, Payday 3? I tried,
Yep.
but that shit
Nah,
was ass to me, bro. I
the
said,
the
nah,
one
that shit
thing
out of here. Respect my time,
the one thing
please.
with Predator 3 is that I think that they didn't. I think the gunplay was fine, but they didn't nail like what the hell is going on. Everything was a mess. It looks out of place. It was just a mess of the game. What I wanted to say about her is like she was successful. Back in Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, she actually worked on the Ezio trilogy that we love so much. But I don't know if she had a big part to play here too, because I mean, remember these positions aren't that creative. These positions, I don't know. It's so strange because I feel like the people on top they're not really into gaming. Like I'm pretty sure that you give a controller right now to Hiroki Totoki or to Herman Hose, uh, bro, they're probably not gamers like that, bro. They probably play or whatever. I'll say Herman Holtz probably more, but they're not like you and me, Nero. They're not in touch
Yeah,
with what's going on with the gaming, and they're not enjoying the and playing the games that we're playing like we are. These people are more of a businessman. Hiroki Totoki is not playing Fortnite, right? As we speak. Hiroki Totoki is not playing Doom as we speak. He's probably like having tea or noodles or whatever the hell he eats at this point. He's probably sleeping. Who gives a
He ain't
shit?
playing live service games.
Yeah. He's not doing that,
that's
bro.
my
So,
thing. I feel like you don't
so
have to play games to be in
but
touch with gamers. You know what
you
I'm
know what I
saying?
mean.
Like,
But honestly, you know who's playing games, and we see it all the time playing games. Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer.
So when you got somebody, okay, that you can criticize as much as you want, but he's an actual gamer. He has his fucking sense of smell for good games, and that's why he's able to pick up, Power World, Wu Chang,
Vampire Survivors.
Vampire Survivors, games like that you might think nothing of them, but as a gamer, you'd be like, oh shit, I play this shit and the gameplay is fire.
Well, I mean, to
You
see
know,
that they put Claire Obscure on their
of
showcase
course
last year.
they did.
Yep. That's how they
Um,
revealed it.
that's what's happened. People in the higher parts of PlayStation, the higher positions, they're not gamers. So who's giving the green light for these gamers? Imagine, I don't
Well,
know,
him
your
and
uncle or some shit, directing a company because he's good with numbers or whatever, and it's a gaming company, and they come out here, oh, you're the boss. You think that we can make this game? Oh shit, it looks so fucking crazy. And you know how it is, man. Auntie doesn't really know that shit like
Well,
that,
you
you
got
know.
Herman Holst, right? And like what he did when he's like greenlit, like funding, supporting Concord.
That Concord wasn't
And that
shit.
was, yeah.
Like,
And so
how can you keep them trusting people like that, bro? Like, come on, bro. Come on.
this was all though all under like
It's a
Jim
mess.
Ryan's leadership, that we're seeing all of this come to fruition. For me, to actually leave your own studio that you founded is so concerning. Um, that like, what was the reasoning around the ultimatum to have you leave? Obviously, she didn't want what is it? You leave or we close the studio down might have been the conversation because we don't
Mm.
think that this game is worth putting it in until we get a change of direction. Um, so interesting and shocking to see this, and it just doesn't bode well for Fair Games. And the reason it's been delayed, I am super I'm hoping that they're able to turn the ship around because that's like we're just been going from the last few years developer studio closed down, developers losing jobs, all of this jazz happening. And it's just so repetitive. And I think it just makes you wonder what the hell's happening with the industry as a whole. Yeah, you can see this. Like Fair Games, I didn't have any faith in it. I saw it as what it was,
No,
and I was like,
zero.
I feel like it's oversaturated in the market anyway. All of these live service games to the point where unless you do something drastically amazing to grab someone's attention and hold someone's attention, you might get a bit of fanfare at the beginning, but they're gonna go back to what they like anyway. So they're gonna go back to their Fortnites, they're gonna go back to their Call of Duties, they're gonna go back to Apex Legends, all of those sort of games where they hold people's attention. Yeah, not surprised.
Sad, sad. I think they're gone. I think they're gone. It's just a matter of time.
I think
At
so
this point,
too.
I feel bad for them. I feel bad for the people who working in this game that actually put in work and got nothing out of it. But at the same time, shit like this had to happen so that shit can get fixed, if it
Yeah.
makes sense, right? So I mean, but if it keeps happening, at what point? How many mistakes are they gonna make? Concord, Marathon is gonna be probably another big mistake. The gummy bear game, the frog-like game that they had now cooking with the LFG, the left fucking goal. Team that is called Let's Find a Group team that
Yeah.
but that is a part of Bungie too, right? They separate from Bungie to create this live service game studio that they're making it frog like. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What the fuck are they doing? What are they smoking? I mean, honestly, that's really like I had no words. This is like crazy. This is unacceptable, especially if like from Sony PlayStation.
Well, I feel
I
like
they gotta get gamers. Get you a
her,
gamer that is in elite position, green lighting these games that know what the hell is doing. Look at the gamer score and shit, bro. I don't know, bro. There's so many people out there that you can talk to that are like literally like experts of video games. You
mm,
these content creators, bro. Find you a good content creator out there that knows a lot about games and shit like that, about history of the games, how the gaming industry works. I mean, I think they need a gamer in the leadership. That's my last bar. They need a gamer. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we're just seeing people leave left, right, from so many different teams. And I think Hiroki Totoki talked about the financial consequences of people not performing, and so I feel like they have to after that $400 million L with Concord. They can't just continue to fund games that aren't going to come to fruition or get any return on investment in that space. You're hungry. My feed the red panda is up because I'm hungry too. What have we got next on our? What have we got next? I just have to go switch over and have a look. Did we want to spend some more time in the Gears of War Reloaded remastered coming? Because I feel like we talked a little bit around that. Or
Yeah,
are
I
we
don't
happy
really
to?
got too much to add.
I know
Um,
we saw the Asus Rogue Ally semi leaked. I'm going to move us back to to our three screens to close this out for the show. I don't have much more to add.
yeah, I really think we could probably call it there only because
We
the
can
video
wrap it up.
news is, yeah, everything is out about that. The Asus has, like I said, some of this news, guys, was from like what we
Last
missed
week.
last week, but I will guess I just throw out Sony announced a team LFG studio, a new PlayStation studio, originated at Bungie and is working on a quote unquote ambitious project. It's a team based action game that draws inspiration from fighting games, platformers, and MOBAs. Now, I'm more excited for that because that's the post Jim Ryan era. He out of this. Hopefully, this one won't burn and crash like Concord. But that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
I hope they succeed. All I can tell you is, bro, like I really wish no bad on them. You know, like I kind of want them to make great games.
Yeah.
I just hope that
Thank you,
you
adaptation.
know they can find their way back into making good games. That's all I can tell you, man. They need help definitely.
They need to really reevaluate, and they've got so many IPs or so many games sitting back from the PS3 that just are stuck there in limbo, not going anywhere. They could really deliver on some of the games that were back in their heyday, or bring them back into fruition to modern day audiences.
And I think
Um,
that's like if they stop, for lack of terms, kids, if you tune out, if you stop dick riding the live service hype train, bro, you can make a lot of money from dropping a $40 Sly Cooper remaster collection, a remake, a $50 goddamn Killzone collection. You can make money from doing that. Is you gonna make as much money? No, but you have to like. I don't know why everybody is chasing live service when it's only a few rare examples of successful live service games to begin with. This is not a genre where every fucking game that drops is successful. It's way more failures than successes. Wake up and smell the coffee. The whole industry. We don't want that shit. Give us KCDs. Give us expeditions. Give us Monster Hunters. Give us unique games, and the money will speak. That's it. Next gen grifter out.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna add one more thing though to the live service thing. Nero, this is their Hail Mary right now. They need it. They make so many mistakes that they need something that they can actually continue to monetize. And like they lost literally Call of Duty on their side, and more. So you guys, it's just like I said, it's just they need a gamer and as a
Yeah, they
higher up
do.
in there.
They do.
They do. They need somebody who knows about this shit and not just some like suit, right? Not just some suit. Yeah.
100%.
I agree.
100%.
1000%.
Um, I just popped up there, but I just want to say before we head out, thank you to everyone watching live, watching across YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Appreciate all of you, especially those who engage in the chat. It's always entertaining seeing the conversation going down about talking about the games that you've been playing, or just seeing if other people's opinions around the topics that we're talking about. Because I feel like sometimes it's great to see a differing opinion from yourselves, so you can look at it in a completely different light. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, each and all of you. We are going to do some outros, so I'm going to throw to Demo first. Where can people find you? Yeah.
Yeah, Demo Flow Gaming here. You can find me everywhere. Literally, I'm on Twitter. Talking that shit. Sometimes, for the most part, I'm playing games, and you can find me at the Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern, I do my live show with the Power Boss, the Archangel Nexus, and I am Desire. I'm also on Fridays on the night shift with Simone and Doodle. And Hargeet, you can catch me there. We do all nighters, having a lot of fun talking shit and just like having a good time. That's it for the most part. That's what I'm doing, playing games. You can catch me on Xbox Live if you want that smoke. I'll be playing Mortal Kombat. Just picked up Noob Saibot. I think I'm pretty decent with it right now. I got off the Cyrax Smoke that I was playing. I was playing Smoke. I was playing Cyrax, but I definitely moved on to Noob Saibot. Such an amazing and fun character. So I've been fighting a lot online in Mortal Kombat. I'm like 2 or 3 achievements left to complete the game at 100%. I have over 30 days playing the game, so I can. It's just me. Mortal Kombat has always been a part of my childhood, and now my adulthood. So yeah, that's where you can catch me, man. So happy to be back here with with the boys and girls. So sad that Soul couldn't be here. I would have liked to for him to be here and hang out with him as well. So but yeah, thank you chat and thank you guys for having me, and I can't wait to be back here talking games. Let's
I
go.
so need to. We so need to line up when I can actually like have a day off, so I can actually
Yeah,
show
yeah,
up on
go.
your show. But it's the time difference; it's insane.
Yeah, I don't know
Living in
what's
Middle
up. You
Earth.
can just come anytime. You just gotta tell me, hey, I'm ready. I'm not sleeping, or whatever. I'm not playing. I got
Your show's
time.
like on at like 3 a.m. my time.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it is really bad.
So I do need to line it up so I can. I definitely can. And
Yes.
um, Nero, where can everyone avoid your grifting ass?
They know where to find me, man. NextGenNero, all platforms. I just want y'all to know Panda only be deflecting. She's the real grifter. She know in her heart she's all but done abandoning Xbox as a whole console wise. She's been on that PC every day for the last 5 years. Her and Retchy both. But I'm a part of it. We all a grifting family. That's why we here. But nah, next year narrow man, all platforms. Another great episode. Demo, we really appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everybody in the chat. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it is. It is. It
Yo,
is. Everyone, please take care of yourselves. We don't know when Soul will be back at this point because of what's happening, but send me your best wishes. Um, and when he does come back, he's just going to come back and bring all that extra soul energy that he's got. Thank you again for everyone watching live. We're going to head out. You have a great rest of your day, your weekend, whatever time of day it is, and wherever you're watching from around the world. And thank you all so much. Bye for now. Yeah.